Okay, so we're at hour 3 of the JSTLK VOD. Destiny is about to join to scream at Kelly for the crime of not repeating all 5 of the insults he accosted her with when retelling a story of how Destiny insulted her. He's about to spurg out in a pretty crazy way. I think I saw a bit of it last night when it actually happened. And we're about to see absolute spicy chat, mental R, the mental R gang in full force as Destiny screams and fucking cries. So let's hit play. Let's get into this.
Did you want to give?
We're on like 1.5 or something, so we should get through it pretty quick.
About it because it's a subject that is interesting to talk about, but not because I thought that it was important to Destiny.
Real quick, hold on to that for a second. Do you guys want Destiny to come on and continue? I don't know.
Mental hard R.
I don't know what he's heard about this stream.
Does he want to?
It depends. Am I gonna get screamed at more?
Somebody asked if we should bring him on.
Screamed at.
I mean, I'm here now, so
I
might be fine.
I want to say yes, but I feel like Kelly would be the one with the most weight on that. No.
Well, honestly, if he's coming in and hurling insults, it's probably not going to be around long. We can have a calm conversation, okay? Maybe he can get a little heated, but
possible.
Just be a little chill. What's up, Destiny?
I'm missing in here. Here, there's some good stuff going on.
There was some good stuff going on.
Who's been telling you to come in here? Who's the shit stirrer today?
Well, we're already starting strong.
Well, it's always good to know who's been giving the intel in it. So.
In it. She said it. She said
yes, in it.
Nice.
Wait, I'll be back. Hold on 1 second.
What? You just got
here? Era.
What is the matter?
Hold on. This one. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, I can get it.
Oh, no.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, no, about.
Nothing. Don't worry. You'll see in like a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
Wait, he's not you. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay, I understand what you're. Yeah, I'm on the same mental wavelength as you.
It's on my other computer though, so I have to go to.
No,
DMs
what? Do you want me to resend it to you?
No, I gotta go to DMs.
Oh, gotcha. That means you saw the price.
Yeah. We can probably make that work. I'll try to do like a demo thing for tomorrow.
Now, to be fair, Destiny had his Wiggler before I had mine.
I think it's actually pretty cool.
But not on JSTLK stream. That was after mine was on there.
Wolfgang made all these avatars. And
yeah.
Oh, you're negotiating price, huh?
You did it fairly cheap last time, so I asked him this time, like, hey, we should get some more.
Yeah. And I'm still down to do like possible, yeah. I'm willing to do like little backgrounds that have like different layers. So like the bar thing that I was mentioning, the idea where there's like TVs in the back that are showing the Minecraft jumping, and you can put the little avatars like lined up on like a bar, like we're having like after hours for the after hours and stuff.
Yeah. It's so convenient that you made him look grumpy.
I know. Everybody draws him so cute. He is not. He really isn't.
Wait, you guys don't think this looks like Destiny? Get out of here.
I can fix it too. If people think that
okay,
it
sorry,
doesn't look like it at all. There you go.
It does not really look like Destiny. Yeah, he does not have that defined facial features. That's crazy.
Characteristics. I was looking at
That's a
that
little
is
animated
crazy.
avatar on the stream now, Destiny.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Where were we? Just go.
I don't know. So I don't know what Destiny's heard. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
does not have that sharp of a jaw, does not have that sharp of a nose, does not have that sharp of a brow. It's just way too sharp in every single way. It does not look like that. Like, R Relevant has sharper features than Destiny, but he's drawn softer. It makes no sense.
I don't know. I just like people clip things and they have said stuff in chat. I haven't watched for the past 2 hours, so I have no idea.
Just so you know, that clip where I was like, oh, he's clearly talking about Kelly's like medical condition. That was me going, now see how it looks when I give 0 charitability? And I say that right after.
Yeah, they aren't technically wigglers. They're key wigglers. Or
I believe, well, either it got clipped or it got quoted to Destiny in chat, and I don't think he was super happy about that because it was a pretty unfair way to read what he was saying.
I'm gonna start banning these clippers.
They will just make new accounts. You can't even ban them.
Yeah, but it's just
really nothing that can be done
anyway.
I'm sure it is. We have a new super chat from Ruben.
No, I don't think it's a caricaturist vibe. I think it's just drawn by someone who has
I don't know if we have any
way more positive view of Destiny than reality should allow for.
Interested in it?
Yep. Oh yeah. So, Steven. I was curious. So when you were going through it with Kelly, and you were entertaining that there were only 2 realities, either that she was retarded, I think, is what you referred to her, just stupid, we'll just say that, or she was malicious, right? From your perspective, it felt very much like you were getting at the idea, but at least as far as I watched, you didn't get to it. The idea that if you feel like she was being stupid, couldn't you
Wolfgang views
put
his
some
dad
responsibility onto her for dialing it in after a certain amount of instances where that stupidity has got her in trouble? So, as reference, I've gone through this exact thing with Darius.
Do not compare me to Darius, really.
I'm sorry. Tough.
Like, hello?
It's tough, all right?
But... No, don't tell me to stop. Jesus.
No. I said it's tough. My bad.
Yeah, tough.
With Darius, I have felt like he has been, he's actually been like too stupid to be able to understand X and Y and Z problem. But he's been put on notice by other people around him significantly several times to the point where I don't think stupidity is a defensible position anymore. And it felt like that's what you were at one point getting at, but I don't think you said it in as many words.
I'm sorry, has this situation happened multiple times that I'm unaware of?
It sounds like that was, what Destiny's point was.
The entire feud between you and Anna.
How was that similar? You're the one that escalated the insults this time, mate.
Because it was you going over and over again. Oh, I had no idea how anybody took these things. I thought that when I was attacking her tattoos and saying she looked like she came from a dumpster, and it was another one of Destiny's girls, I didn't know that people were going to assume that I meant she would look like a prostitute. It was like the same type of like really obvious implications that you had like apparently no idea you were making. But
I
everybody else was...
that if I said the same shit about Darius, no one would assume whore, they would assume homeless, and that's true.
I can't tell if you thought you just made a real point.
No, it's a point I made at the time. Yeah, it could mean both, but the fact that everyone just jumps automatically to whore says more about them than me.
Okay. Anyway, was your question irrelevant?
No, it wasn't really a question, I guess. Well, I guess it kind of was. Like, I thought that was kind of the trail that you were going down, but it felt like you didn't bring it up when you were talking to Kelly, because even in the event that Kelly, from your perspective, it felt like, did use the defense of, I just didn't realize that this was going to be an issue, because you feel like she's run into this issue so many different times before, wouldn't you still put responsibility
on one other time before, which is entirely different.
I'm just talking about his
perspective. What were you saying relevant? Finish your thing, sorry.
Yeah. Wouldn't you put responsibility on her to be able to like put up safeguards for the future? Like do things to be able to curtail this problem for the future?
Okay, so this is where I'm at right now, okay? This is how I'm adjusting how I deal with people, okay? This took me a long time to learn this, especially after my relationship with Melina, okay? My approach to online stuff, because I'm really scared about assuming people are malicious or assuming people are evil without seeing a whole bunch of intent first. I usually give people a lot of leeway or a lot of ability to make mistakes and assume like, oh, well, this is probably a interpretation.
Wait, so he thinks that, so he's saying he gives people a lot of leeway before he starts considering them malicious or evil, but that Kelly has passed that threshold. Is that what he's about to say? There's no shot, dude. Come on.
This person probably just doesn't know, or blah, 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 blah. But I'm trying to refine a little bit how much charitability I give somebody based on how situations end up falling for a particular person. So, for instance, if somebody were to say like, oh, well, you know, I think I'm just like autistic, or I just don't understand this interaction. Well, if I look at a history of their interactions, and every single one of these seems to be self-serving and seems to be benefiting like an obvious social game that they're trying to excel in, well, then I probably don't believe that. But if I see somebody, and I've met people, and if I see people, and they say that, oh, I'm autistic, and blah, 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 and then I look at their past, and I see like sometimes they make really dumb gaffes, sometimes they don't understand what's going on, sometimes they do something, and then sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe this person just doesn't really understand. But when people consistently act in ways that are like logical, beneficial, social ways, and then they try to use that thing at the end, I just don't believe those people.
How have I benefited, mate? Like I am at a net negative of benefit because you just attack my character every time. So everyone's now, I got hundreds of people calling me a liar.
Everyone fucking hates her. What?
That constantly. How am I at a benefit?
Great point.
Okay.
Also, I was pissed off and angry because you insulted me a bunch and you ignored my message. You've ignored my previous messages of my issues with you bringing up shit I asked you not to.
This is insane, dude.
Like I'm I'll be honest, mildly irritated at other stuff that you've just ignored as well. So yeah, it's just like piled on.
Okay. I agree with that interpretation. I've done it similarly with other people. But yeah, I guess I was just curious why you didn't do it in this instance. But it sounds like you have your idea of how Kelly fits into it. I'm curious though. Do you think you would have responded in a similar fashion if Kelly had responded to you privately in a similar manner, and you had actually seen it?
Yeah, he didn't respond to it.
And that's what I'm getting at is if
no, hold on. To be clear, that's not what you're getting. What Kelly said had absolutely nothing to do with what you just said. Sorry, so what you said again?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that if you had seen the message that was stating, you know, the way that she felt, let's say the exact way that she characterized it on the stream, would you have had a similar reaction?
Probably not. If you sent it to me privately, then I would assume that it was probably a genuine response she had to what I said.
Okay. I'm just asking that because Kelly seemed to disagree with that idea earlier.
I mean, everyone thinks I'm bad faith in whatever direction I breathe anyway, so it's like, what charitability is there ever there anyway? It's like fucking non-existent.
I mean, you're getting some charitability, I feel like, from me and JSTLK at least.
You're telling him to treat me like Darius, really?
Well,
Is that
hold on.
charitability?
I never told him to treat
Jesus.
To be clear, that's what
you
you're
like
asking,
Darius.
Kelly. You're saying that you legitimately have no idea how you come off at any point in time, and you have no control of your. You're the one that's asking me to treat
Wait,
you like a child.
what?
That's
No, she's
You tell
not.
me giving the context in these types of situations is important to you. I can just do it. I don't fully understand it because there is no context on this planet that would make your audience give two shits about the way that you insult me. As I gave an example of earlier, I could be in the hospital with all my limbs blown off, with half of my family members dead, and you come up to me and go, "Ha, dumb bitch," they'd still just find it funny. I don't know why you think any of them would care.
Do you know at this point what I was even upset about? Do you still not understand, or do you?
You said it was the lack of context that I didn't give any.
Yeah. Why was it? Why was that upsetting?
As I just said, I still don't fully understand, but I can just respect it and not do
You can't
that
respect
again.
it. How can you understand it if you can't respect
I
it?
can just do it. I can respect
You can't.
you
That'd be like
as a
Wait,
person and
somebody
not
listening
do
to
something.
auditory commands that I'm issuing.
She said she can respect it, but she can't understand it. And his response is, "How can you understand it if you don't respect it?" Which she does. She will respect it, but she can't understand. I understand why people just get totally mind raped by this guy. He just fucking yammers and talks fast at you. But like, if you actually listen, sometimes it just doesn't. What he's saying doesn't make sense.
When they're deaf, it would be like somebody following signs when they're blind. Why are you telling me you're going to follow something in the future if you don't understand anything about?
Well, I
what you're
don't
talking about
understand
what
it
I'm
because
saying?
it doesn't really
Well-
cause you any harm in this instance. If I was like somebody else, it could cause harm, but I'm not. I'm just me, and no one
How does
gives
it not?
two
What do you
shits
mean
what
it
I
doesn't
say.
cause harm? And what do you mean nobody gives two shits what you say? That's not true. You're like a queen princess in this Discord server.
You're
What?
delusional. I'm probably like the least liked person
Okay.
in your community. Yeah, 100%.
I'm not saying in my community. You pivoted again. I didn't say in my
Why
community.
do
I
you
said in
care
this
about this
Discord server.
community? It's still mostly yours.
Okay, so firstly, you completely changed now to why do you care about this one rather than I have no influence here. Okay, nice. And then
No,
secondly,
I
why
still
do I
think
care is
that.
because when people
It's
drum up
both
a
of
whole
those
bunch of dumb drama
things.
in a side community, it bleeds over into other communities, of course.
So you're saying that what I'm doing is enough?
Bro, this has bled over into other communities because of your actions, dog. What? I would even be looking at this right now if Destiny hadn't come on and spurged out. That's what makes people pay attention to it, is when you start spazzing the fuck out, bro. I just don't understand how he can say this when he comes on and starts crying about Spice Chat. I'm lost.
Constitute as like anti-fan.
No, I'm
But
saying
there's like
that
there are actual
collectively-
anti-fans on this stream, so like why care that much about what I say?
First of all, because incriminating or derogatory statements from non-anti-fans sometimes carry more weight than anti-fans, number one. And number two, because if you build a collective image of me in a server where you were treated as a queen, and I'm pretty sure you have like moderation powers here, yeah, of course, this is going to constitute an image of me that I'm going to try to fight against, obviously.
Like, people do not treat me like a queen. They're constantly insulting me. I roll D&D dice to like time people out constantly. This idea that anyone treats me like a queen, it's probably like 3 people.
Which other girl has spent more time on this stream than you, Kelly?
Lab is probably going for as much time on here as me.
So you're number
Sherry's
one.
been
Which other
around
girl
quite
has
a
spent as
bit.
much time in this voice chat as you?
Lab.
I don't think so. And if she
Yeah,
has,
she
then
has.
you're number
I've had
two.
more days off lately. I mean,
Okay.
at the start, I was definitely.
But I'm pretty sure she joined this Discord quite a bit after you. So you were literally a queen of this Discord. You've got moderation. You've got people. Everybody knows who you are. You spend more time on stream than almost any other girl. Like, of course, you're a queen of this Discord.
This guy's ill.
I don't think that's how queen works.
Also, I mean, nobody actually.
D-Man always just incoherent. Wake me up when it's 2017
Thank
again.
you.
I don't think so,
Fine,
because
yeah.
I sometimes I'll be like watching like a stream early morning, and I'll like it'll end, and I just won't switch to anything else. I'll get a Destiny video and autoplay, and I'll listen to it. It'll be like a 2018 to 2021 Destiny video, and it'll be like a reasonable. I'll enjoy the 20 minutes of it that I listen to before I get bored and change something else. It's more relevant. So I don't think he was always this bad. He's gotten worse. I'm pretty sure. He's like washed.
It's true. Nobody does. Some people might like me, but they don't respect anything I say.
I don't
I'm
know
basically
if
a
that's
clown.
I will say that probably over 60% of people are just looking to get dunks on you and stuff like that. But I feel like you do command more and more respect the more you stay here. And I feel like an indicator. Hold on. I feel like an indicator of that, and mostly it was because the people on stream. But I feel like everybody took you very seriously when the Tom stuff happened. And maybe that's because people hate Tom quite a bit. I'm not sure.
I
But
don't
to
think
me,
Tom was automatically disrespectful to me, and so was a bunch of his stupid friends. So I don't know about that one.
no. I mean, people in this community here. I think they took your side and were very. I don't know
It
what
was
to call
great
it.
having to listen to Brittany and fucking Stardust simp for Tom. Made me want to neck myself.
I mean, people on this Discord, right? Like, I'm not talking about people outside of that, but I do feel like, be it
I
with them,
guess
you're
so, but
commanding
all
more
I
and more
said was
respect.
he's a weirdo creep. I You're
Sure, but when people came
that.
swinging at you, everybody, I feel like, at least in this community, everybody had your back. At
Yeah,
least
but that's
in
just
my
because
opinion.
nobody likes Tom.
Yeah, and that can be
Just
yeah,
to
sure,
hates
and-
Tom.
Yeah, that can be the case. I'm not saying that definitively. What I'm saying is absolutely true.
There
I
are
just- I
some
don't know.
people that are hated more than me.
Yeah.
That's an
Okay. So
accurate
Wolfgang,
statement.
you're closer. You're approaching like respect on the internet or in these spaces, or probably even in the real world, is like a pretty complicated affair. Rather than like the 2-year-old opinion of like, well, everybody makes fun of me, so nobody respects me. The fact that many people know about a person or know how to insult that person or have opinions about like things this person does means that they carry some level of respect, even if it's not always positive. But just because a whole bunch of people because they have
So what,
awareness
you'd
of
say
it doesn't mean that they
Christian
automatically
carries
discredit every
respect?
single type of statement that person makes. So Kelly could come on and make a certain incriminating statement about somebody in the community, and it would be taken very seriously. Not because everybody respects her opinion. Blah, blah,
This
blah,
just
but
isn't
because she's
true.
a staple figurehead of this community because she spends so much time chatting here, because she's got mod, because she's
This is just not
like,
true.
in all the voice chats and so many of the streams, etc., etc. That's the issue.
Jannies, yeah, the most respected people on the internet.
No, but for real, Destin, do you think that people would took Kelly's like statement? Oh, he insulted me for like no one or he was for no reason. What was it? For
It was
no
for
reason.
some
at all?
unhinged
Unhinged.
reason.
Oh,
Some
for an
unhinged
unhinged
reason.
reason.
Unhinged.
He insulted me. Do you
Yeah.
think people would
Okay.
take that like seriously and think you did something like crazy?
No. So the issue is that ever since the Mr. Girl stuff, prior to that, people thought that I had way less sex than I actually did. After the Mr. Girl stuff, people think I have way more sex and I'm way more like fucking every single fucking person that I've ever fucking met than I actually am. And the problem is that if you want to think I'm a coomer or not, that's fine. I don't care. But the problem is that certain people are highly incentivized, especially Lav, who has infinite amounts of time and pictures of herself to work over like audiences in the server to create not just that I'm a coomer, but that I'm like some type of like abusive coomer that does like really weird, crazy, fucked up shit.
Yeah,
As
you're
long as
really
Lav is
disproving that
hardcore
right now,
leaning
buddy.
into that,
That's,
identity of me, anytime other people feed into
How's
it a
that
little
going?
bit, if something big pops off in the future, it feeds into that broader narrative. So if Kelly's allowed to make statements that are totally baseless and make it sound like I'm like shutting her down sexually or degrading her sexually, that plays into Lav's little mind game narrative of, oh yes, Steven is like a sexual deviant who's abusive to his fucking orbiters and blah, 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 which is why when I hear stuff like that, I have to shut it down very aggressively. Because to Kelly, it might just be an, oh, ho, ho, tee, cute, I'm autistic comment. But for people like Lav, it's like, oh shit, I can't wait to bring this up in the future when I get mad at Steven or somebody insults me and I have to, bring all this shit up again.
I genuinely think, though, if I'd have brought up the context, and I personally wouldn't have minded going into that conversation more, but I just got like, it just
You're
was,
literally
like,
not
keen with me
qualified for
going
this
into it.
conversation. You can't talk about
Wait,
this. You
well,
just
Well,
said
that's
that you
kind of what I'm getting at, okay? If I had gone into
you just
that,
said that you don't
can I
understand why
just
any of the
finish-
context matters. So why are you talking
Can I
about it
just
right
finish
now?
my fucking sentence?
Sure,
If
I'm
I had
gonna go get
brought
a
up
drink.
the con,
So I'll come back when you're done talking. I don't know why would anybody.
Right.
why are you being so
I-
disrespectful? Fuck off then if you don't
I'm
want
not being
to listen. Just
disrespectful.
go.
You
You're
already
a
said.
Huh? I'm not being disrespectful? Huh? Huh? I'm gonna fuck off while you finish your thought. I'm not being disrespectful though. What? This guy's lost. This bloke's lost it. It's just straight, like it's just gaslighting. You're doing the thing, and then you're telling him, "I'm not doing that." But, I don't know, man. That's just fucking insane. This shit's just nuts. It's crazy Kelly puts up with this.
Too
Literally
dumb
being
to understand the
disrespectful.
context for any of this. So why are you getting
Can
an
I
opinion
just,
on
well,
it?
let me just fucking speak. If I'm too dumb, then go.
Okay.
God, he's so fucking disrespectful. What the fuck? Why is he here?
I like how he came back with, I'm
Like,
not
why
being
sit around
disrespectful.
talking about me, but tell me not
Yeah.
to speak when I'm in the fucking room?
Dude.
Yeah, I think
It's
he,
like,
he
oh,
walked
everyone
away,
respects
apparently.
you, Kelly, but clearly
he
I
walked away.
don't speak. I'm leaving if you speak. Like, fuck this. God, what I was gonna say, because I might as well say anyway, is like, if I had have brought up the context, I think it would have just made things worse because he got so mad beforehand, right? Like, if I triggered him the first time I brought it up, and unleashed all of these insults in the first place, me misspeaking a second time on stream to everyone would have made him go nuclear. So I really don't think it would have made it better. The only thing
I
that
mean,
would have been better would be me just to not say anything.
Definitely not utilizing his clout in a weird way to sleep with women, using others' NSFW server to hit on women. Dude, I just can't possibly fucking imagine why Destiny Loner Box and Not So Erudite had to have a long conversation on stream earlier about the fact that women at the event were complaining that every single time they had an interaction with a guy there, they were trying to hit on them and get their number. I just can't possibly imagine what could have led to that situation. Why would Destiny's fans think that's... Why would Destiny's fans be behaving like that? I just can't I personally can't imagine. I've got no idea. I've got no clue.
But it's not like I planned being tilted by the fucking YouTube chatters.
Yeah, I thought he was more upset about the lack of context. I legitimately thought that's what he was upset about.
That's
I didn't
what
realize
I
it
thought
had
too.
anything. So I'm a retard too. Apparently, really, isn't that?
It was earlier. It was earlier today. It was on a stream somewhere.
Did you not think that
He
was the
did
big
say
thing?
that.
I had a long conversation about how to make it so women are treated better at the event. I haven't managed to get into it yet. I haven't had the time just yet. It'll either be later tonight or tomorrow. But I will cover that because it's very funny.
I thought the reason why he was upset was the lack of context changed or could mislead people as to what had happened.
Yeah, that's what
say.
I think everybody
So
assumed.
I think
But I mean,
all of us
he
were on
could
the
be upset
page.
by two things. That is also possible.
Sure. I just pulled everyone here, Destiny. And it seems like all of us thought that the lack of context given was the big problem you had with Kelly.
Yeah, but why?
Because it shifted the perspective of what had happened to imply that you were like going like, oh, you're unfuckable. Oh, you might be fuckable. You're unfuckable to these
Wow,
like.
oh my
women.
god, and Irrelevant continues to astound me with being one of the only people in this community with any amount of social awareness. Good job.
Wait, he thinks that people read her saying that as he was sitting in a VC rating people and assigning them a fuckable or unfuckable value. That did people really interpret it like that? I don't think that's what anyone reads unfuckable as, dude. I mean, it could be if there was like other things you were saying there to make it sound like that. But I don't think just by saying that he called her unfuckable, that inherently implies that there was some sort of rating going on, or that he was going around putting a description of each girl. I don't think that's implied by what Kelly said at all.
Talking about social awareness is when you don't even want me to speak and like mute so that I don't speak.
You didn't get one impression at all.
I didn't get the impression that she was saying like you're unfuckable or you're fuckable. Like that, I didn't get that impression. So I totally missed it too. But that's because I
Wait,
know
hold on.
Kelly.
No, well, it's not exactly. It's just basically that I'm like insulting people or rating people on their fuckability to me. That's what Kelly was saying.
Yeah.
He
I'm saying knowing Kelly, like I know
he did insult her on. He called her unfuckable. Is that not an insult based on fuckability? Huh?
she wouldn't do that. So it didn't even enter my mind that could be what you were worried about.
I understand that there could be implications in what I said, just like you should be able to understand that there were implications in the insults you fucking fired. He's just muting me. You know what? You can fuck off. Like, I can't be dealing with disrespectful people like this. Like, fuck.
Oh, Kelly won.
My guy is just like
Kelly won.
muting.
Did you kick Destiny? Kelly won. Kelly won. I'm sorry. No, Kelly won. Sorry, Kelly haters will be banned. Kelly haters will be banned from my chat in future. No one will ever be saying anything negative about Kelly in my chat. Ever again. Ever again. It will not be happening. It will simply not be happening. You will be banned on site. Why did he call it unfuckable in the first place? So, apparently the inciting incident is that Destiny was like fucking around with women in the Discord, basically. And Destiny, and Kelly told Destiny, that it validates Mr. Girl's narrative about him getting off on making women fight with each other. Kelly said that his actions validate that narrative. And Destiny spurred the fuck out and fired off a line of insults that included unfuckable and then told her to kill herself.
Think every time I speak. Like, what's the point? That's just like my guy's coming in here and saying, "Oh, people respect
in JSTLK
the things that you say," but not me, by the way.
You don't even
Why
know.
the fuck should I listen to you?
If he was doing that because of you. You literally don't know.
I do know because he muted twice. He is doing it because of me.
What's going on?
Are you muting because I'm speaking?
No, they did say why he said it. They did say why he said it in the first place, didn't they? They said that there was a private call that was going on. They said there was a private call going on where Kelly said that Destiny was validating the narrative, and then Tony and August shit stirred. Oh, why unfuckable? Oh, okay. He never gives a reason for why he used that word specifically. Okay, got you. I'm with you. And why you still started because Kelly got one guy by random chat. Well, I mean, you can say like, but she didn't really say much, did she? She said, "Oh, Destiny freaked out at me the other day and called me unfuckable, so she'll make it clear that Destiny did not decline me for sex. I don't want that rumor starting." Was basically what she said, right? That's the rough paraphrase. So for Destiny to even be mad about that is like totally like this is schizophrenic woman behavior that he's engaging in here. This is like minor, very minor stuff. It's like a whatever that would wash over most people. I don't know why he's spurging the fuck out about it. It makes no sense.
Speaking.
No, my mom was sick. She had cancer. I had to take a phone call.
Right. Honestly, do it again, and I'll just kick you again. Like, what's the point?
Ooh.
He's absolutely.
This is like
gonna
a
do it again now.
conversation
turned
about
into a
me,
WWE
involving
match,
me,
bro.
just like muting me is like being
Kelly,
a fucking cunt.
you said earlier multiple times that you were too autistic to understand any of the context of this. So I don't know why.
It's
you
a
think
Destiny
I would
didn't
ever
turn me
wanna hear
down.
your opinion
Yeah, that
about
was it.
You can't have all the protections of being socially retarded, but still
I
enter
can be
opinions like you're
autistic
socially
and
aware.
also learn. I know
No, you
that's not like
can't.
a
You can't. What do you mean?
crazy. Yes, I can learn. If I am told things, I can learn them. I can remember them. It's just manual, okay? There is no automatic here.
Okay, we'll see.
God.
So I'm curious if let's say everybody around you says that their perspective on the comment about the unfuckable thing is that it could be interpreted in the
Destiny
way
says ADHD, I think he says.
that Destiny is described. What is your takeaway from that?
Dude,
what are you
JSTLK
learning?
just needs to. What is the deal with this guy's mic? What is with this guy's mic? Why can I just hear every movement he makes in his fucking room?
Sorry, I was mad. You're asking me what I'm learning.
Yeah, in the event that
I
or
will
yeah,
learn
just I
not
guess
to
in
not
general.
say
and what-
context. I just will remember that. Although I am scared because if I give context with a... What I was trying to say before you kept muting me was, I think that if I'd have brought up context, there was a decent chance it would have made things worse. I personally would have had no problem with talking more about it, but Justical was clearly not keen because it was said off stream. But I think that because whatever I said, well, I know what I said in the call beforehand, off stream, made you triggered and insult me. So my assumption would be if I speak about this again, you're going to be like even more nuclear than you were actually. So I think it's easy to say, oh, you should have given context, but there's a large potentiality that would have made things worse as well. Like realistically, I should have just shut up, but it's like I was triggered. It's just spurging.
Okay, so
It's like I will give
is the
context
takeaway.
now. I just can't promise it will necessarily be better. But like, obviously, I can do that. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay.
And also that I know now that like, because I guess I didn't understand how big of an issue it was. Like the sort of Lav commentary line. I didn't realize it was something that he took seriously. And now I do. Because like the whole Mr. Girl arc was a while ago, and it was like a lot of it was treated as a joke, so I don't know.
I think towards certain people it's treated as a joke, and
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
other people
yeah.
it's
I mean,
used
I
as
understand how a lot of it's not a joke, and I appreciate that it's a problem now. So like, I'll just treat it as such, right? I'll treat it more seriously and not as a stupid joke. But I can't make your audience do that, and they say a lot of stupid shit in the Discord.
That's right.
I have no idea if he was listening to any of that.
I
He
listen.
was.
I just don't believe
No.
a single thing you're saying, so I don't know what you're talking
What the fuck is there to doubt?
Literally everything. You've been involved
Like
in Spicy
what?
Chat for months. You know all of the rumors that spread about.
This guy is ill. Been involved with Spicy Chat for months. Kelly Jean has been in Chud's Discord for like 2+ years. She has been there since before Spicy Chat existed. Just because she continues occasionally dipping into a Discord to have brief 5 or 10 minute fuck me. I can't talk. I'm fucking eating. To have brief 5 or 10 minute conversations every now and again. What involved in Spicy Chat? Literally Agent Kelly shit. Agent Kerry. Agent Kerry has mind-arred this man. The Spicy Chat brand has been imprinted on his mind, and he'll be ranting and raving for the next 5 fucking years about this Discord channel that said something about an affair he had at one point. Fucking insane.
Robbie, you've spoken about things. I get lags.
Before.
Yeah,
I've been
I know.
Like
Yes,
in there years
yes. I know. I get logs of things that you
Chud
say and everything. So for you to come out like, "Oh, I didn't know this was a real," I just don't believe. I literally don't believe a single thing you say, Kelly. I don't know if you like lie, like you breathe, like without thinking about it, or if it's a conscious choice. I don't believe almost anything you say.
How is me being?
I'm not going to answer the
Also,
dumb.
just
I'm not
because
going
I've
to do this
written
game of
some
like,
mess-
how is me doing this thing if you can't explain exactly? That's this impression. I
No,
have.
that's
You
not
don't
what
have
I was
to. You
going
don't
to
have to argue
say.
about it. I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
not convincing
understand
anybody.
how having been in Spicy Chat means that I understand what you're actually
You
affected
haven't
by.
been in there. You've been contributing to there.
Bro, most of the shit I've been speaking about was like Tom 10 related.
Huh?
Okay.
Like, I don't know what exactly you're upset about.
Huh? What is a meaningful difference he is trying to draw between being in there and contributed there? Like, yeah, she's not just a member in the Discord, she has sent messages. But what do you mean by contributed overplays it? If you say I contribute to Spicy Chat, that would make sense. If Stylo contributes to Spicy Chat, I'd understand that. If you say, like, Gwal contributes to Spicy Chat, that'd make sense. Someone like that, you know, regular chatters, that makes sense. Wait, how is she lying? How is she lying? I think she has spoken about the Tom stuff, but I think recently she has spoken about the Tom stuff. And then she made that one comment a few weeks ago, last time she had a big blow up with Destiny, about white blood cells. Right? But then other than that, it was about the Tom stuff. People were trying to get her to buy one of my hoodies. I don't know, man.
Okay.
You'd have to, I mean, you can tell me privately if you want to.
I don't have to tell you privately. You've talked literally about Mr. Girl claims against
No,
you.
I'm
You've
saying-
literally talked about these things in Spicy Chat. You know all of the claims. You're just pretending you're not now. because
I'm-
either you
Once she spoke about white blood cells in there to complain about it. Once. What?
don't know that I know about it, or you can just put on the cute girl act because you
You're
get away
not
with it. Nobody
getting
calls you
what
out
I'm
on it.
saying at all.
She does know that you know about it because you've cried about it on stream already.
I said I didn't know you were actually affected by it. Just because there's a bunch of shit on the internet doesn't mean that I know that you actually bothered by any of it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So we've reformed the claim from I didn't know anybody took
No,
it
it
seriously
hasn't
to now-
changed. That's
no.
exactly.
Well, yeah, usually he says none of this stuff affects me. He telegraphs people random. He's always like, nothing matters to me. I don't care about any of it. People can say what they want. I don't care what people say about me. That's what he says all the time. What?
Exactly
Oh,
what I said to
Really,
start
Kelly?
with.
Okay, here. If I were to go back in this VOD like 30 seconds, did you say I didn't know anybody took it seriously? Or did you say I didn't know you were affected by it?
You seriously.
Okay, because I thought earlier you said I
Why
didn't
do
know
I care
anybody
what other
took this
people
seriously.
take seriously? Obviously, only you matter in this conversation.
If everybody thinks I'm a rapist, but I don't think I'm a rapist, how does it matter what I think?
Wait, who
there?
the fucking Spicy
But
Chat?
that's not the fucking point. He's missing it so bad. What?
Saying you're a rapist.
Oh my.
Is that true? Just
Never mind. No.
I don't know about the rapist part.
No,
but
nobody
obviously
thinks
there are
that
a lot of
wasn't the
anti-fans
rapist.
there.
That rapist was just an example. I'm just saying how dumb it is
Yeah.
to say who cares what everybody's
Sure.
perception is of you if you know your
I
perception.
mean,
of
obviously,
yourself.
if they were saying that is a lot worse than anything I've seen, so yeah, it's kind of like, yikes. All right.
There's Destiny rape,
I'm
guys.
just saying, just because I've been
One
in
in
there
the chat
doesn't
for
mean I've
Destiny
seen
rapes,
a large
2 in the
amount of
chat for
actual
Destiny
content.
wasn't
If I
raped.
pop my head in there like once every few days, like I don't see the hundreds, if not thousands of messages.
Apparently,
that
Kuihman
go
just
through.
rated. I didn't see
It's not
that. Thank you.
about
Hey,
the hundreds, it's the fact that
yo.
you've contributed to discourse in there.
Right
that
on
comes from
time,
the
really.
Mr. Girl narrative.
I mean, do you give Chud as much of a hug?
It was right on time. I don't know if you guys were here at the end of last night's stream, but obviously I was told that Spicy Chat was being mentioned by Destiny, and he was spurring about it, so I immediately raided in.
Time, it's his platform.
What does that have to do with anything I just said? Am I talking
No,
to
but
Chud
it just
Logic
feels
right
like
now?
you're being weirder to me for just being in Chud's Discord than you would ever be to like Chud
I'll
and
repeat for the
related
third
people.
time. I don't know why you keep skipping past this. Or have you-
Exo-
Okay, Kelly might just not understand here, but no, then Destiny basically cut Chud off and like have like a huge spur out in private. Chud had to smooth things over with him. I mean, I don't know that he had a spur out, but Chud said he had to smooth things over with Destiny or something to that effect. So it sounds like Destiny was a little bit upset. So I mean that's not necessarily true what she's saying there, but she just may not really remember.
Sonya's in there
it's
as
not
well.
that
like,
you've
there's a
just
bunch of
been
other
in there.
people
It's
are
that
in
you
there.
contribute to it. Did you?
No, he did have Chud on Kick or Keep the other day, so maybe yeah, her perspective is probably coloured by the most recent interaction she's seen between Destiny and Chud. I'd imagine.
Contribute means? Is that a word that
Max the
exists in
Confessor,
Yes,
thanks
sure,
for the
but I
$10
don't
super
know what
chat.
you think
Spicy
that I
Chat sends his
contributed
regards.
to that. Like, this is why I said tell me in private, because if I've actually said something that's actually pissed you off, it's better to tell me privately.
I didn't
because
say
I don't
anything
want to
pissed me
like
off. I just said that
perpetuate
you
more
have
of it.
echoed some of the things that have come from that report in serious ways in Spicy Chat, among other places.
The only thing I agree on, Mr. Girl, is the white blood cell thing, and that has nothing to do with you. That's how other orbiters behave.
That
like,
has
I don't think I've
nothing
said
to do with-
anything about you
Okay.
in that way.
Really? What is
Well,
it?
yeah, it's not a comment on Destiny's behavior. It's a comment on the behavior of its orbiters. Now, obviously, the full narrative, which if you buy into, would be that Destiny sets it up in such a way. But I mean, does he not? I mean, I get if he's worried about people realizing that. But if it's not true, you could just say, well, how do I do it? And then no one will be able to explain it. But people can, right? I don't know.
White
like
blood
it's a
cells.
Mr.
What does a white
Girl.
blood cell do, Kelly?
Dogpiling.
And protects the host. That's the whole point
Right,
of a white
that's
blood
nothing
cell.
about you.
But I think I don't think she's lying here. I think she genuinely is, because I think Kelly also has, still some of the mind virus. And I think that she genuinely believes Destiny doesn't set it up in that way, and that these people just take that on. So I don't think she's lying here. I don't think she's misrepresenting what she thinks here.
It's literally about him, but
No, it's like that. Like, you could have that type of like your cells. I don't like tell my cells in my body what to do. I just live, and the white blood cells, well, not in my body, are not working that well because there's far too many of them. But I don't communicate to my white blood cells. I just exist and hope that they kill things. All right. So there is no implication there that just because you're the body, that you are controlling your blood cells. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. So look, I feel like Kelly's been pretty clear. I understand if he's like super. Well, I don't understand. I follow if he says, well, by saying it, you're playing into this broader narrative that does put fault at me. But I don't think that. I mean, just communicate that to her, right? I don't know why he's spelling out it.
Mind you, I don't know what Mr. Girl's manifesto of white blood cell is. I just think that the dog piling part and the way that orbiters kind of just smell blood and behave accordingly is true to some degree. To some of them, anyway. And I've made that clear before.
Thank you for the membership, Angry Rico. That's a great time to actually remind you guys. Please like, subscribe, donate, buy a membership, give a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much, guys. Also, you can go to the store page on my channel, which has hoodies and mugs. Maybe changing soon. I might change the eye design if I can source one. But you can still buy it at the moment. Also, join the Discord, guys. Link is in the chat and on screen. Oh.
I mean, Justical or somebody else. Does somebody else know like what Mr. Girl's exact like wording on this was? Because I don't fucking know.
Oh, have you seen the dogs mushing or whatever with Mr. Girl's torn up
JSTLK's
body?
audio
It's like
is so
the whole
unbalanced.
thing where
Oh,
people
man.
come in and try to impress Destiny by attacking the people attacking him.
Yeah.
An implication that Destiny wants that, and he set up his community
dog.
explicitly for that.
Oh, what like the creepy dog picture that Shaylin drew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, Wolfgang.
What did I do?
So white blood cells is not a good
You're
analogy then.
you're
We're
mocking
just
me.
dogs. Cringe. I don't like dogs.
What?
That's not
Wait,
true.
what?
But cats are
Oh,
better. Okay.
No, they're
Actually,
fucking
that's
not. Oh my
cringe.
True, they
It's
are.
ridiculous. Imagine having an animal that like loves
Okay.
you like maybe sometimes and like
My
it's
cat loves
true.
me. Shut up.
Okay,
He's very friendly.
I bet. So
I'm not zooming in on the bird. I
where
don't
we
give a
sitting
fuck about
at?
the gay bird. I don't
Where
like
this is
birds. I don't
solved,
give a
this
fuck
is
about
squared
birds.
up,
I don't care about your gay
written down
bird
on
This
the
is,
obsession.
paper.
this is definitely sounds like unresolved.
Cats are better.
It
Cats are
was
better.
resolved, but now it's once again unresolved.
I mean, I think actually this is probably better. And like, if Destiny's up for like having a off-stream conversation, I'm down to talk about it because I just genuinely.
She's
didn't
like
realize
desperately trying to
some
save a
of this
friendship
shit,
here.
right? And maybe it's also me not knowing enough lore. It feels like. So that's also a possibility. I've just
I'll be
never
back.
privately spoken about any of this to people. So
Oh,
I
I'll
just
be right back. One
assume
second.
that.
I'm just letting you know I'm deafening and it's not passive aggressive. 1 sec.
Alright, nice. I think the issue is like Destiny seems so unbothered by everything that I forget that he is bothered by some things.
Well,
Yeah, maybe it's because he's a mentally retarded child who refuses to communicate because he's more concerned with keeping up a masculine image.
So I
Oh,
that's on
maybe?
me,
Hey?
I guess. And I'm also someone that doesn't seem like it right now, who is usually quite unbothered by most things. So it's just like unfortunate that somehow we've both managed to bother each other because it's like there's not really that many things I care about.
So, from your perspective, you really haven't ingested the narrative that like Destiny just. Wait. So hold on. What narrative did you say that you didn't know of? That he contended.
I don't know
Do
what
you
you
remember?
mean, sorry.
The fuck you saying?
There was a
man?
contention as to whether or not you knew that
He's
there
probably
was
yapping.
like the Mr. Girl narrative about. I thought it was regarding him.
Yeah, the only thing I said was the only thing I agree about Mr. Girl on is like the white blood cell behavior, but that's an entirely a commentary on how some of the orbiters behave. It's nothing to do with Destiny. But I can see how, if Mr. Girl has made the analogy that he control, I don't know how the fuck you control your white blood cells, but if Mr. Girl wrote a bunch of weird ass fucking poetry, and
It
I
would
just
be
didn't know
about-
any of this
I don't know how you would control your white blood cells. So we're all immune to manipulation, right, guys? Haha, haha, right, guys? We're all. How would he possibly control any of us? Because we're all like totally immune to anyone ever manipulating us, right? You can't in any way exercise social control over people. Haha.
law.
sure, it would just be about Destiny not taking any steps to curb that behavior.
It also does a secondary, incredibly destructive thing in that it allows you to handwave all criticism as being part of some narrative that's like structured against you. So you never actually end up being incorrect about anything. It's just white blood cell behavior. Mr. Girl and Lav were the masters of constructing narratives that freed them of all responsibility of wrongdoing, because every single time they got critical pushback, there was a broader narrative that they could incorporate it into that somehow magically absolved them of all wrongdoing, which is incredibly frustrating. And
All
I
right.
see
Well,
some people
I
like
won't
Rob
say
do
that shit then. I did not realize there was like that much more to it. I'm gonna be honest. I just really I made it clear as well. I'm not like a fan of the dog piles, and it's usually like when I've noticed like someone that's getting shot on a lot. It's usually when I will appear because I find that fun. It's like just a tank, the AOE damage, or whatever. But it's like yeah, I didn't mean that, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I guess I'll
Yeah, exactly. How is the anti-fan shit not the exact same? How isn't that not the exact same thing in reverse? And he adopted the derangement syndrome shit as well, didn't he? Like he is the exact same. He does all the same thought terminating cliches that just shut down criticism. He does all the same shit. I don't understand how he gets on his fucking high horse about it. It's crazy.
look into that some more.
I'm gonna have to dip out for a little bit, but in case the gnome is gone by the time that I'm back, our Relevant and Supreme are willing to hell dive with us.
Nick needs you to fight Lav lies on stream. They're debating and she's lying through her teeth. About what? What's she saying? I mean, what do you mean needs me? What are you on about? Yeah. Listen, going into a debate with Lav about how she lies is a fucking losing game. I'm not gonna lie. It's sort of saying lie so much. You're on the back foot. No, I assume the Oreo because she was on Now Recording earlier, or at least she probably still is.
Us, Destiny, okay? So you need to get this Finkelstein stuff done with, okay? Because we got games to play. All right, mister? I want to hear a yes. Yes. Yes.
See you, Wolfgang.
Yes.
Poor Wolfgang, bro. Jeez, that was painful.
Hey, the homie tried.
Tried his best.
That guy
He went
sucks.
for it.
That guy fucking sucks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, so Destiny, do you remember what
Fuck, sorry.
Kelly
I heard it
was-
again. Did I? What's up? What are you asking me?
do you remember what Kelly said was the narrative that she was unaware of that you believe that she was aware of and that was present in Spicy Chat?
The white blood cell thing.
The white blood cell count is one of the things, and then me being like some weird sexual abuser person of like women on my stream is another one. yes.
Jesus, no, I don't think that. But when the fuck did I
Well,
say anything along
He's
that
not
line?
asking if you're
Yeah.
aware, or he's not asking if you think that. He's saying you are aware of that general meme from people who
That
don't like him.
narrative that people are painting, right?
Jesus, no, I've not. Logistical, have you seen that type of thing? Who
Well,
says that?
Lav, right?
Yeah,
Hold on,
no,
just
I'm
to be
not talking
clear,
about Lab,
Kelly
I'm talking about
knows
Spicy
100% about this narrative. She brought it up. That's why I made all the unhinged comments. It's because you literally said, "Oh, well, when you do things like this is why people think this about you." So you literally know it. You literally referenced it. It was why I made all
But
those
it was
unhinged
only
insults
to-
at you.
No, it was to do with like the Wolfgang's leaked DMs. This like when I'm talking about, I'm referencing from the start of when everything happened, right? So
Weren't
it's like
The
Sorry.
leaked DMs in the Discord, those are from a Mumu, not Wolfgang.
Oh, okay. Is that where it started? Yeah, okay, yeah, I know you're right. It was Moo stuff. The Wolfgang
Wait, which
leaked
linked
DMs
ones?
were
Are
an
you talking about the
entirely
one
different
between
thing.
Blondie and Lav?
Blondie and Destiny.
Or Blondie and Destiny? Yeah, that you weren't you a part of that conversation a bit,
She's
Kelly?
saying she's aware of that. She didn't think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was,
I was aware
the
of
same
that
thing.
stuff. So like,
That was the
God,
exact
now I
same
gotta think back.
conversation, no?
So no, like it was that sorry, I'm just thinking back to the conversation that actually happened yesterday, so I don't
Lav
fucking
used that
say
as an
shit wrong.
argument to say that Steven was
Yeah,
It's
but,
to
like,
do with
getting off.
what
Yeah,
Steven gets off on, right? It was nothing to do
Yes.
with Steven sexually assaulting anyone. That's the
The
entirety of the argument that I was aware of. It's like, haha, Destiny gets off with these women fighting, and then there was a bunch of DMs posted, and then Destiny made a bunch of like comments in the chat just playing up to that meme. That was it. I've never spoken about any other weird sexual assault shit. I like, who is he sexually assaulted? Like, what does this mean?
well, it's not about sexual assault. It's about
Saying who's sexually assaulting
um,
anyone.
whether or not Destiny is inappropriate with individuals around, or sorry, women around him, and he's like potentially
Oh, you mean
being
like the original like Mr. Girl stuff?
well, not only that, but literally, I'm just referencing the thing that like Lav was talking about a little bit ago. What was your interpretation of the narrative she was trying to draw? What do you think she was trying to
I will
do
be honest, I don't remember what she said. What did she say?
with the exact situations you just described, with her talking about like him getting off to pitting women against each other? What do you think?
Oh, I didn't give an opinion. I just explained why. Because people in the Discord were annoying him. He said to one guy, "If it was me, I would have banned you." Because he was saying, Destiny like gets off to like women fighting or whatever, and he got annoyed by it. And so my comment was just,
Wait, he's crying about fucking Discord comments? Oh my god, dude, this guy in JSTLK's Discord? Bro, just log off. You're a millionaire sitting there seething about shit people are saying about him in the fucking Discord.
It's like, well, like if you keep memeing into it and playing into it and saying these comments in the Discord, yeah, these people are just gonna like take it at face value. and shit.
So the narrative that Destiny is inappropriate with women that come on his stream, that is a totally new narrative to you? You've never heard this
that sounds
before.
like the Mr. Girl stuff though. They were just making fun of him getting off on something. Like I don't think there was any
Like
talk
she's clearly misunderstanding what's being said here. I
of
mean,
like this is inappropriate. This is
because
stop
she
trying
thinks that it's being asked like, is this a narrative that's perpetuating in JSTLK's Discord? And Relly and Destiny are trying to talk about like the narrative just existing, having been said at some point.
bad thing. Like I don't know what harassment. I don't know. I don't think anybody. I don't think
What about
any of
earlier?
us spoke about that.
What about earlier today when we talked a little bit about Lav's comments towards Destiny with the Harvey Weinstein thing?
Well, yeah, that's stupid. But that was
Well,
also
do you
2 years
think-
ago, wasn't it? Or a year ago? I don't know when the
I
fuck
mean,
that
that's
was.
a similar time as the Mr. Girl thing, no?
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, we
You-
weren't talking. I wasn't talking about either of those things. Or
So you were unaware of any narrative that Steven is.
no, I know of the Mr. Girl and Lav stuff. It's just that's not what I was talking about.
Well, the idea isn't that that's what you were talking about. It's the idea that you were potentially playing into it.
Okay, that. Okay, maybe, but I obviously wasn't trying to do that because I wasn't talking about it. So I don't.
Okay.
I
so
wasn't
then
even giving
it's
my opinions. I was like trying to explain like this is why the retards in the Discord are saying this shit. It's because you're like playing into it. I don't know.
I just think that that was just a kind of long way of getting back.
That doesn't sound like a particularly controversial comment to say. If you play into a meme, people are going to take it at face value. That's like literally just very basic advice.
To a thing that you had said earlier, where you said you weren't aware of the narrative, and it sounds like you are aware of the narrative.
No, I know about the I said I know about the Lav and Mr. Ghost stuff, but like there is a lot of lore that I might be missing out on, is what I said. Like
Okay, just so you know, Kelly, just
about some of
to
it.
kind of short circuit this a little bit, Relly and Destiny are not going to believe you on that, right? Because it strains credulity that you'd know about the Mr. Girl and Lav stuff and not connect that to Lav's further allegations about his inappropriateness.
Well, I'm just
I
I'm
wasn't
just
even talking about Lav at that point, right? We were talking about a guy in the I was a guy in the Discord that was like winding Destiny up, and he was Destiny saying, "Oh, I would ban that guy." Like I was talking about his comments in the Discord where he's complaining about other people like taking the things that he says in the Discord seriously about this. So it didn't really have anything to do with like Lav.
Wait. What did you just say? Say that again.
Let me look up the Discord messages because it's easier.
Wait, now, are you referring to our voice chat or are you referring to a different chat?
No. The messages, well, both. So the messages you write in the Discord, I was talking about those in the voice chat.
Wait. State that one more time. When we were in the voice chat, when you made the comment that made me feel unhinged, you think you were referring to messages in the in the Discord chat?
Yeah.
What
so
is going
in the
on here?
context of
I'm
it, it
lost.
was where you were talking about.
I'm
Hold
totally
on.
lost.
Was
here.
anybody else? Who else was in here besides Jessica? Was anybody else in the voice chat last night?
nope.
Who
No,
else
or
was
I was in a public
Keep in
one,
mind,
but
this
not
is
a
what
private
I
one.
had been talking about before you came in, and before August or Tony baited you into coming in.
Oh, Tony or
And
August?
then
are
I
either
went
of
to
you
the
guys?
kitchen, and then when I came back, that's what I assumed it was exactly what was actually being spoken about. Or at least that's what I was talking about. Fuck knows what everyone
think
spoke
Tony's
about
not
in
here
the
right
time
now.
I was not there.
Okay. I'm 100%, I'm 95% positive that's not what Kelly was referring to. She was referring to the comment that I just made about the fact that when I was watching that YouTube video of Lav or whatever, I was like in bed with somebody else. I wasn't even thinking about, I wasn't on my computer or anything like that. And she interpreted that as me saying I was like fucking somebody while I was watching
I
the video.
referred to that too. I said like these comments, if you make them in the Discord, then people like the person
I didn't
that
make
you were
that
mad
comment in
at.
Discord. It was a comment I just said out loud to you.
Speaking. The comment that was a comment you wrote in the Discord, okay, about like our Lav. Oh, I was talking to you on Discord whilst I was fucking this other woman. Like that comment you wrote in the Discord. And the person that you were annoyed at, was referencing that in the Discord. The person you would say, "Oh, I would ban you if I could," right? And then there were messages after that, or just before. Let me just check. But you were complaining about other people like bringing it up and like taking it seriously, I guess, because you and I was saying, well, if you don't want people to like believe these things, maybe you shouldn't like meme and play into them this hard.
Okay, that might have been your interpretation of that conversation. It sounded
Okay,
to
so
me
how
like
did
you
it
were
actually
responding
go?
specifically to a comment that I'd made in voice chat, not a comment that I was referencing in the chat. Because the comments that I made in that chat were not the comments that I was making in the voice chat. But maybe you heard both of them and you thought they were the same thing.
I mean, it's entirely possible that.
Well, he's not providing a counter narrative. This is my issue here. Is if that's not what happened, then explain to us what happened.
Talking past each other because I came in assuming that we were talking about the thing that fucking Tony and August had baited you into coming into. So I don't know. It's probably. I know that that's what I was talking about. I don't really know what else I would have been talking about, to be honest.
So, from my recollection, what happened was Kelly was basically in the VC afterwards, and I think August or Tony were kind of annoyed that she was saying, well, like, of course people are going to believe that narrative if he leans into it with some of the comments, right? That was where Kelly was going with that, and then you eventually came in and asked her about it, and then you guys got in a bit of an argument. She kept defending that side. I was also defending that side. And then eventually, yeah, you said the thing about laying in bed with a friend, and then that was her gotcha.
Yeah, it was like when.
So wait, so JSTLK was saying the same thing too? Okay, all
People
right,
accuse me
all
of being
right.
a Kuma, but they literally cannot fathom people enjoying drama, watching others fight without being a weird sexual component. That's what I had said when August and Tony, before you had come in. I was like, I don't understand why Destiny is whinging when he's been like playing into it by making those other comments, basically. And you thought I was retarded and then got angry. But I was just speaking about like other people that were in.
It sounds like she was being totally reasonable. Does it not?
So, I don't know.
I'm fucking. Even this one is too much for me, dude.
Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, agreeing with someone who's making a weird fucking sexual harassment question mark fucking storyline. That's weird. Or worse, I don't know. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, sick boy. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna say again, Kelly, Destiny is not gonna believe that you didn't attach like that storyline to what Lav was saying and that storyline that Lav was making.
Does that help?
He's not saying it for some reason.
Never believe
I'm just telling you, he's not saying it.
I don't know what.
I'm like just filling the dead air because he's not responding. So.
Oh, I mean, I already gave you my point. I'm probably not gonna believe almost anything she says, but then I think she thinks if she just keeps talking, eventually either I'll believe her or at least the audience will believe her.
This guy's just a psycho, dude. I just don't even know what to say.
What happened at what point to make you doubt me at all? Am I a constant liar? It's just randomly spurging lies.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of random stuff historically, but I think the conversation with Anna, I think, blew my mind. Watching that unfold in real time.
Historically, when have I told you any lies?
No, just the weird, drama stuff, and assuming whether or not you know what's going on and you're being intentionally manipulative, or if you're just kind of clueless and things just happen, but now I just fall more to the other side. That's my opinion.
What?
Alright, I don't know. I would.
How is she manipulating shit? What's her end goal? What's she trying to do? I'm lost, dude. I'm seriously so confused.
I don't know
why Destiny's got such a fucking stick up his ass about this situation. It's fucking insane to me. It's supposed to be like one of your friends, like one of your longest friends.
Or what I would gain from this, because this has been a fucking net negative thing. Like, Jesus.
Great.
Well, it is, isn't it? It's just a lot of hassle
when you
for
say,
me.
Why would I lie? You lie because you gain credit.
People are just going to go around her. Kelly's a liar. Kelly's a liar.
True, but you've already said you don't care that you have that reputation, and you also said earlier on my stream that you somewhat enjoy that reputation. The thing is that you gained.
Yep. Destiny, you also say you don't care about having reputations, but you obviously do. How can you not see this? They're both through this. They both do the same thing.
social standing with certain groups when you act in certain ways, and that's typically the way that you tend to move. You move in that direction.
Who are
And
these
my-
groups? Do you think
She's
I'm trying
way
to,
too
like,
I'm not gonna play
autistic
the
to be
fucking-
doing that.
I don't
No.
think she's autistic at all. I don't
She
agree
has
with that.
no
I think
idea
that's
about
true.
that. I trust me.
Okay.
You
I
are
mean, unless she
really,
just
like-
lied to me randomly in DMs, but I literally told her when she was posting a spicy chat, I was like, "Hey, just be careful. They'll agree with anything you say as long as you're shitting on Destiny."
It's not true.
I
like
said that to
think
you.
that I've been quite a good friend in the past. I've never done anything malicious to you in my life. Like, you don't have anything that's actually provably a lie, but you're like having the most negative opinion possible just because I've been in Chud's Discord for 2 years.
Is that what I said?
Yes, that's what you implied. Yes.
You'd think I contribute to it, but
There you go.
what I
You
said
see
was
how every
fucking
time
nothing.
every time you summarize what I say in like the most retarded way possible, that's an example of like not being autistic. That's an example of you being, I don't know,
Yeah,
manipulative.
because I don't agree
But it
that I
just wasn't the
contributed in the
perfect
same way that you
That's
paraphrasing.
think
fine
I
if you
have.
don't agree that I contributed, but that's like me saying over and over again, Kelly's just mad.
It
because
was
I
like
said
that
it.
is basically what you said though. That is like in essence what you said. I don't understand what the big distinct. What is the distinction that's being made that substantively changes that paraphrasing? What? I please explain it to me. Surely he'll explain. Surely he'll explain.
English at her. She's just mad because I spoke English in a conversation with her.
That's
And then
not
when you
saying
say,
at all.
well, wait, what do you mean? No, I'm mad because you said this or that. I'm like, oh, well, I don't agree with you. So I just think it's because I was speaking English at you. Like, it doesn't make any sense to say that. Like, you make me sound crazy when you say, oh, Destiny's just mad because I was in a Discord. That's intentional.
No,
the way
because
that you
it
navigate
sounds
those
like-
conversations is unintentional.
It sounds like there like is worse shit being said in there than I have noticed, and that's fine. Like, I can go look, and Jessica can like fill me in if he wants to, but that doesn't mean like I wasn't part of any of these terrible things.
Okay.
That just seems like a guilt by association.
Really terrible
thing.
things
And
being
is
said
like,
in
is
that
that the
spicy
only
By
chat.
reason?
association?
Really
I'm sorry,
terrible.
let's do this one more time.
Really terrible.
Why did I
stuff.
say I was upset about stuff related to, say, like spicy chat?
Because you said I contribute to it.
Do you understand that contribution is not the same as association?
Sure.
Then
But the
why would
only
you
thing
say
that I
guilt by
said was like,
association? Wouldn't it be guilt
Oh
by
my God,
contribution?
he's being
which
such a
most people
fucking
would say
pedant.
Probably makes somebody guilty. Is
but I
He's such a
just
pedant, you
said
can almost
what I
call him a
contributed I don't
pedophile.
agree with was particularly
Because he
bad. I
loves
just said I
pedantry
agree with
so much.
Mystical on the white blood cell thing.
Okay,
Like,
that's fine.
what-
That's enough, and that's enough for me to be asked, madam.
Yeah, is it? Well, why didn't you just speak to me privately then?
Why? Because I don't
How long
usually
have you
resolve
been
things.
stewing on that for?
Because I don't usually resolve things privately with people that are doing everything public. Just what's the point?
Considering how minor the shit that I was saying in there is, yeah, I think that could have been resolved privately. But like, hey Kelly, X or Y in Spicy Chat is bad, and this topic is being said, and it's really bad. And I would be like, all right, but like, keep in mind, I'm not the only orbiter in there, and the people that you like as well. So it's just like, ugh. So I can go and like be more aware, and I can not involve myself in certain lines of conversation. I can't say I've spoken about you in a long ass time.
Why do I not have the option to just like create some space between us? Why can't I just do that?
But you're not just
No,
doing it.
I'm
You're
saying you
spurring the
could have
fuck
done this
out.
beforehand. Obviously, it's too
Well,
fucking
but I
late
tried to do it
now.
today, and you were really upset about it. Maybe I'm just like I'm not comfortable with this person like being close to me or like being. I just don't want that. Whatever combination of things you have
But
that
this is
allows you to
just-
do
this
whatever
is just-
action you want and never.
he is
take
being
accountability for it. I just
manipulative.
don't want to have
He
like
is
any
being
of this energy
manipulative.
around me.
Bro,
Why
I
can't just have
apologized
that?
earlier.
I don't care about apologies. Precisely because of people like you. Why? Like an apology means nothing. I just don't want to like deal with this. It's way too much.
Like, given things that I said I will do, I said I will, like, make sure that I give context with things going forward. Like, I can look into these things that you have an issue with, but I didn't fucking know that they were seriously an issue you had. And I do think that it's better to say those things privately, because you shouldn't, like, say publicly things that people can use against you. So, like, I'm saying to you as a friend, because I think it's beneficial to, like, let the least amount of people know, like, what can be a problem that can be used against you. You don't have to say it privately. If you wanted to say it all publicly, that's also an option, but the issue is that you just haven't said anything at all. And I'm clearly not a mind reader, or even good at even pretending to be.
What was the conversation that you said made you aware of the idea that that Kelly was like a liar in your mind?
Not a liar,
Steven,
but just
or
like
sorry,
really
manipulative.
super. Yeah, the way that she navigated the whole Anna situation.
Anna. Oh, Anna. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was just salty because I get worse insults than that daily. And also you insult me worse than that, clearly. So it just felt very virtue signally that I was getting shat on for what I thought were mild insults. And I doubled down and I was
Kelly is
stubborn about
retarded
it.
for putting up with it. 100%.
But I don't think that's like a similar situation to here. Because in this situation, I do
It doesn't change
acknowledge
the fact
I
Destiny's being
went
a
like
cunt,
a
though.
bit hard.
But I keep saying it. I'm
But
such
it
an
wasn't
idiot,
directly
dude.
after you insulted me very hard as well. So I don't know. It's not like a similar situation. It's like they're both what I would call pretty complex. To be
Minus
honest, 'cause it's like
$10.
multifaceted
Minus $10.
problems,
Thank
and
you,
that's
YouTube. Thank
kind of
you.
the shit that I struggle with because it's like a lot of things that I have to consider. It's not just like, oh, you fucked up in one thing. It's like a complex web of shit that I should have known apparently about law that I just didn't have.
I'm curious, Destiny, how does JSTLK bringing up the fact that she, after you left, expressed problems with your statement, and you saying that that wasn't the case and that she was lying? How does that factor? Does that factor in at all for your like assumptions about her motives?
Just to be clear, Relly's saying the clear fact that you were wrong that she was lying, that's what he's talking about.
Wait, how was I wrong that she was lying?
Because you literally said she didn't believe that. I don't believe you believe that. I think you're lying. You said that verbatim to her when she said that she was upset about the
To be fair, you
unfuckable
can all
comment.
just say that you don't know. None of you live inside my head.
Sure.
That's fine.
I'm just saying
I
that he
said
said
that,
he
but why
didn't believe
does-
that. He said
yeah.
you said you're lying. Nobody believes that you believe that. Right?
Sure.
So you were
Based
wrong
on
about that.
No, hold on. I said that based on the conversation. So 30
What? Dude, what is this cope going to be? This is insane.
minutes later, she might have typed something. I don't think I believe that she.
You said
believed what
she
was typing.
didn't say that to anybody. Nobody else heard that. Other people heard that.
Yeah. No. Not in the conversation. When I said that insult, she didn't bring it up. You told me that she typed that into the chat 30 minutes later.
No, she didn't type that into the chat. She talked about it in the VC.
Okay, she might have talked about it in the VC, but it was 30 minutes.
She also
after I
said
left.
in the
It was
moment that she
later.
didn't like the insults.
No, she didn't say it wasn't about liking the insults. I agree that she said she didn't like the insults, but the idea that I said that I turned her down for sex was not something that was brought up in the moment. It wasn't anything that anybody heard her say until after I'd left, and apparently 30 minutes afterwards, then she brought that up.
I didn't want to litigate any of the insults. It wasn't just that one.
I
Publicly.
thought the comment was about whether or not she was upset about the unfuckable comment.
Oh, now is actually a great time to remind you guys to please like, subscribe, donate, buy membership, give membership, buy super chat. Fucking, if you can, thank you very much. Thank you. I keep forgetting my own shell script. I'm so bad with it. Fuck me. I should write it down.
In the
It was.
moment,
Just do lines.
or whether or not she was upset about it later, and that you had said that she was a liar for saying that she was upset about it in the moment.
Well, no. The main claim that I thought was a lie was that she didn't give context for what she was saying.
Sticky
When
notes,
she was
yeah.
on stream, she was saying that she made it sound like for no reason I said that she was unfuckable and that I turned her down. And then she brought up how good she looked, and then was
I didn't
talking
say
about
it
her.
I'm
was
still
for no
here.
reason.
I'm sorry.
just
Maybe
said it
you
was
said for an
unhinged.
unhinged
You
reason.
did say it was out of nowhere or something.
You said, I think
No,
you said
I
out
said
of
it
nowhere
for
for an
some
unhinged reason.
unhinged reason.
That implies out of nowhere for some unhinged reason.
It literally
No, it doesn't. It means that you think the reason is irrational, and it sounds like it was.
just, please, it literally, there is out of nowhere, is there? We can watch it again, but I'm just telling you it's there.
Out of nowhere was not there,
So,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
also
well,
don't-
obviously
I also-
nothing comes out of nowhere. It's like hyperbolic. It's like obviously there was some kind of conversation that like premeditated that.
Yeah, but the
It's obviously
conversation
you
sounds-
didn't just come
I
in.
don't
and, like,
think out of
spurt
nowhere wasn't said, was it?
Yeah, but the
insults.
conversation sounds like something where we're talking about me turning you down or me claiming that I don't want to fuck you.
Yeah, I guess I didn't make that clear enough then. If everyone's got this impression, that's on me. Like, what I was trying to make clear is like none of this kind of shit ever happened because people in the fucking
Right, Gilgamesh thought Destiny was complaining about moderation in JSTLK's Discord because someone I can't bother to explain this all again. Listen, if you haven't been paying attention, then I'm not gonna argue with you in chat.
YouTube chat just triggered me. And because
So-
I'm not
Diorio
explaining
had
the
brought
story
up
that's
how
been
all of
explained
the
like 6
girls,
times
like,
already
fucked you. And
across-
I was like,
over the course
it
of
was,
3
like,
hours.
double triggered.
It's insane.
Are you gonna say something, Destiny? Because I had something to say.
Oh.
Okay, so what you just said,
Spudgun
Kelly,
super
right,
chatted
which is that,
$10.
a lot of these other
$10
people
from
had a different
Spudgun. The
interpretation.
actions of everyone defending Destiny remind me of the people in the Soviet Union desperately trying to
Jesus
justify their
Christ.
government's actions while they are actively shipping people to death camps. Lol.
Jesus Christ. DGGs are concentration camp guards? Okay. Thank you for the $10. Thank you.
So,
Oh, well,
in my
Gulag.
mind, if I was
I
in
guess
your
Gulag.
position, I would probably get people very close to me whose opinion I trust very highly. And somebody like JSTLK, maybe I'm assuming you hold his opinions pretty highly, and I'd probably reference them whenever you're having a situation like this to be able to like reference whether or not something is you're like blowing something out of proportion.
I want to point out Justical could have like chimed in and said something if he had realized that that was important as well. So I don't think he's like significantly smarter than me.
No, I didn't want to bring up the context because the context was the lav shit, and I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah, same. I mean, not same. I would have spoken about it, but there is a distinct chance that it could have made things worse. That is definitely a possibility. Because obviously I remember being yelled at and insulted, so I'm like, there's always like a fucking coin flip as to whether this could make things worse. I would have spoken about it.
So
but...
what you're referencing right now isn't relevant to what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about
Man, I'm so
is
curious. Just like, can you link me real quick? What are these comments that set Kelly off? Do you have a link to those?
I mean, you'd have to go back in the YouTube VOD. We'd have to get a timestamp for it. I think there's.
I mean, it should show up in the YouTube VOD anyway, right? Because it's
well, it's on the screen.
On the YouTube. Yeah, it's on
but
the screen.
it's not in the clip because it's from probably like 20 seconds before or something.
Yeah.
So what I'm referencing is prior to any of the public comment. If you feel irked by a statement, and then it seems like a lot of these people who you trust are giving you kind of like a counter perspective and are saying like, no, this read, I'm not really getting that out of this and stuff like that. Maybe at that point you can
Again, Justical didn't say anything at the time.
No, I'm talking about I was made aware of the idea that the people inside of the call all told you that they didn't get that read off of what Steven said, no?
Oh, well, the thing is, they might not get that read, but they didn't get any read from it. They're
Yeah,
just
they
gonna
probably
they're
just
gonna
thought it
be
was
very
like,
charitable
whatever.
and assume he was just saying things.
Well, it sounds like they would be right.
And I was less charitable because I know all the negative connotations that can go with all of these things, and I was already pissed off, and I don't like them. Like, even if you didn't mean any of those things, those insults are just very annoying and like constantly following me around. The amount of people that have called me an alcoholic tonight alone, it's just like, great, that's now a thing that I have now. Dr. Kelly is over, it's now alcoholic Kelly.
Well, I'm assuming that wasn't really the issue. Well, maybe it was the issue for you, but when it comes to that, I feel like a significant issue should be what was intended behind the words, no? Like whether or not the intended effect was to have you feel like, I don't know, X, Y, and Z. And so when
well, I
people around
felt
you,
like X, Y, and Z. Whether the intent was there, the implications behind those words are valid. It's like you can't tell me that they're not, because those are. It's like I'm not allowed to see the implications behind words, but I also have to be acutely aware of the other implications that people might see behind what I say. Like, and it's very difficult. All right.
Do you think that's what I'm saying?
No, I'm telling you that's how I feel. That often, the implications that I get from people insulting me are invalid.
If you don't think
when
that's
I insult people or I say something stupid, the implications that I've done are always going to be seen at the least charitable reading possible.
I mean, that is what's going on, though. Is that not what's happening?
If you don't think that's what I'm saying...
No, I'm telling you how I feel. That people give me 0 charitability, whereas I'm supposed to give everyone 100% charitability. That's annoying.
Charity.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I don't know. I don't know what you're referencing when you say everybody's giving you zero charitability. I feel like if I was giving you zero charitability,
Well,
and same with
by
JSTLK,
telling
this
me
would be a
that
very
nobody
different
got that
conversation.
reading from the insults that I was getting, that's like diminishing my opinions and my feelings of what those insults were
No,
to me.
you're allowed to feel whichever way you feel about those insults.
Yeah, I mean, it's an
What they're
insult, right? If someone doesn't specify how they were specifically trying to insult you, I'm allowed to take any implication from those insults.
no,
that
that
I
is
do.
that is not that's not true.
Yeah, you
wait,
can't just
if I
insult
say
people and then be mad that they got like insulted.
wait,
Like,
no,
I
you
don't-
you can be upset with somebody like broadcasting their interpretation of an insult, like whatever interpretation they want. Like if you made fun of my hair and I went, "Oh, well, Kelly's obviously a racist because she made fun of a black man's hair." And everybody knows it because she's a fucking dirty racist. Like that is an interpretation of your comment about my hair.
I want to make.
Is that
I want
reasonable?
to say that I was
Wait, but that's not that's not what she's. That's not comparable because that adds an added statement that is this further examination of his character. I mean, well, Kelly said that she didn't fuck Destiny because he was in relationships and she doesn't like cheating, and also she doesn't like open relationships. Yeah, I get. So I guess the open relationship part at the end, I guess, yeah, that's kind of fucked. But Destiny isn't saying he's upset about that. That's not what he's complaining about, is it?
just making it clear that that is not a thing that happened. I wasn't like.
My
there
point.
was nothing where I said like this implication is 100% the one that was the case. It was more
It's not
so
comparable.
this is the implication that I want to make
He's,
sure
like,
that
totally
everyone knows
changed
it's
the
not
statement
fucking true.
in like so many ways there.
Because everyone not knowing or knowing that I literally can't
Like if you're gonna draw an analogy, you have to make sure that the actual fundamental parts of it still map on, right?
Sex is significantly less of an issue.
Come on.
So the point I'm trying to draw isn't that you're incapable of having or feeling types of ways about insults that people might hurl at you. It's that the way that you interpret insults should probably be measured by the intentionality that certain people have behind it. Like, let's say I accidentally insulted you, and then people are making you aware.
Right?
Well, no, this is just an
if
example.
Someone accidentally insults me, I'm obviously going to give them a lot more charitability.
I love you.
Oh
okay,
my god,
so
the charitability. Oh my god.
It's what I'm trying to communicate is that what somebody is meaning behind an insult is very important as to your response to that insult, right? And it should also matter to your emotional response. It doesn't have to, but it probably should, because obviously, let's say I accidentally insult you, and then people make you aware of the fact I accidentally insulted you. You should probably not take that as personally, as if I was intentionally trying to make fun of you, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And so
what do I do in this instance where I was being intentionally insulted and I didn't exactly know what their intentions behind those insults were?
I think this is where you rely on other people around you.
But all of these other people are just going to automatically think, oh, you didn't really mean it.
Okay, so then you just believe that people like JSTLK are not a reliable actor for criticizing
No,
Steven's
because
behavior.
they're all like heavily like
blood cells.
fucking biased. Not just Jistical, I'd say Jistical the least, but like fucking August and Tony.
They're white blood cells,
really
say it.
People.
Well, you don't have to reference to every single person who was there. What I'm saying is that you should probably have some reliable actors around you whose opinion you trust. So when you're like,
I don't think there's anyone I can 100% trust. I don't they don't exist.
Trust for the most part to be able to get you a more accurate read on somebody's intentions when they're insulting you. That's the kind of actionable steps that I was looking for through most of this conversation when I was asking you for like stuff that you might do, because I think that's really a really good step for especially something like this where it sounds like a lot of...
you can trust people and they're still wrong as well. Like just because being unironically wrong about random shit. Right?
This is usually why you have a breadth of like a wide range of people that you trust.
Why is really okay?
Nice.
What does he think he's doing here? Why is he sitting here just being like, "Hey Kelly, I'm gonna sit here and try and fix your life"? Like the advice giving, I would be losing my fucking shit here. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. You just got like your first girlfriend like 3 months ago, no? Fuck off. Am I wrong?
I don't have that.
Okay, so maybe this is me again giving you actionable steps that maybe you should find that network of people because
They don't
this.
exist
Okay, well,
here, I don't-
fuck off, dude. This is why I like. What the fuck, bro? Kelly should not be listening to Relly talk like this. What the fuck? I would lose my mind hearing someone talk like this. This is so fucking annoying.
Don't imagine. These people after them are
You're
insane.
wasting your time, Irrelevant. She has an excuse and a reason for everything.
You're wasting your time, Irrelevant.
You're totally wasting.
I'm sorry, are you not saying that most of the people here are insane?
In Destiny's community,
Not the people that come on here.
no, a lot of them are probably pretty crazy, yeah.
There you
Because
go,
this is a
then.
drama channel or whatever.
That's like saying
But-
just don't come on this stream.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying
800
is that
viewers
you
on
can have
YouTube,
some people that are
and
you-
nobody's liking
whose
the
opinion you
stream?
trust.
Get 80
I have
likes on the
several
stream,
people
guys?
whose
Come
opinions I
on.
trust.
Guys,
If
like
I'm
the
really
stream.
shaky
Like the
about things,
stream.
I can ask specific people about specific things, and I have, my team essentially.
Yeah. Well, I
That I
want to
can
point
reference.
out, I did send Destiny a DM, and he had every opportunity to say,
Yeah, this
"Oh,
is
sorry to
NSC
use
behavior,
insults."
100%.
He didn't say shit.
You said that after you'd.
No,
Already
I
gone
sent
public,
that
didn't you?
message before I went on stream, actually.
Oh, you didn't mention in that message anything about the weird sexual stuff.
Liberal
I
chat,
clearly
thanks
said
for
I
doing
was
that.
that I turned
insulted,
you
and you
down.
did not give two shits in reply. So if you don't care, like, be the point.
To be honest here.
You didn't have
Um,
any intention of being like, "Oh yeah, I didn't mean it. It's nothing. Sorry." Just silence.
So Kelly, from your perspective, is there really not a single reasonable person when it comes to, let's say, the interpretation of people's their social attitudes? So like maybe when it comes to insults or like something like that that you can reference. There's nobody.
Maybe in other situations, but it's like I don't always have people around all of the time.
Okay, it sounds like this should probably be
I would trust Joe. I would trust
Joe Mama.
Straight Raid, Erin. I think that Lycan is usually not too bad, but maybe more Erin. They're usually pretty level-headed people.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that
sounds nice then,
There's not like
probably.
that many, and they're not here very often.
Well, they don't have to be here. You can just shoot them a message, be like, "Hey, am I unreasonable for doing X, Y, and Z? Like, this is what happened." Put it in your own words, and then like kind of work with them, and you can build up a rapport so that way they can better understand how to help you in the future. Right?
I mean, I guess so. But like I've had the things that I've spoken to a lot of them about have been things that like I disagreed with. So not with them, but like they were things that I agreed on with them that were disagreements with how things were going on around. But it's whatever.
Okay. I am once again just looking for some step, some process that'll hopefully try and ameliorate this problem in the future. And I feel like
Bro,
that's probably-
I would be losing my mind talking to Relly right
is
now.
that actually a reference? I didn't
That's
know
some of
that
the
was.
that is so annoying, dude.
Oh my bad.
Holy,
Yeah, that would
what
be
an
able to help you in the
insufferable
future. I feel
prick.
like JSTLK is a great.
I'm just trying to give you actionable advice that will help you ameliorate this problem in the future. How about you shut the fuck up, dude? Holy shit. Fuck me.
Person because he's around a lot of the situations pretty frequently. I personally have a high opinion of their intelligence on many
It's
different.
just not intelligence. It's just
I personally have a high
Sure,
opinion
like
of their intelligence.
we're talking about.
You
in
need someone
reference to
smarter
this,
than
it's
you
like
to
social
handle your
intelligence,
life for you.
right?
Okay, J-Stalks will be your retard
Sure.
handler. He's gonna
Yeah,
be your tard
and
wrangler, and you
I
just need to
think,
succumb to that. You just need to let J-Stalk
a
dog
know,
walk
lot
you
of this
around.
is like
You're just a
charged
useless fucking
emotions of
retard
being
because
annoyed,
you
angry,
upset
and
Destiny.
irritated.
So
Okay,
how about
I'm
every time you're
curious, what is your
you're
take?
gonna say something mean about Destiny, you run it by J-Stalk first. How about that? Each time you're gonna say something bad about Destiny, how about you run it through J-Stalk first? Oh man. Oh man.
Takeaway at this point. What's things are you putting into place? Because I feel like I'm giving something very reasonable to be able to help you in the future, to be able to
I mean, you just said talk to other people.
So
talk to
Kelly,
other people
here's
that you trust as an authority on this, in where you might.
That wouldn't have
be
helped me not
lacking.
get pissed
just
off.
really
'cause
quick,
I
Kelly.
was
I'm just
already
saying,
pissed
Kelly,
off.
really quick. What he's asking is now this is 2 or 3 times in a row. Let's say at least twice in a row that you've misinterpreted what
These
people are saying.
situations
You've
aren't
misinterpreted
similar.
how to respond to a situation. Okay, you've gone out of your way. You've said something inflammatory, and it's blown up in your face twice now. What steps
Hang
are
on,
you taking to make sure it doesn't happen a third
insulted in a
time?
way more inflammatory way to start with.
The thing is, though, that JSTLK, he's got to do this because he's trying to control the situation in such a way that allows him to stay in the position he's in with Kelly in the position she's in for as long as possible, so that he can farm the clout. Right? He can't let this blow up here. He cannot come down hard on Kelly's side, even though he's signaled that he thinks Destiny's being unreasonable. He cannot come down hard on Kelly's side because that will fuck up his situation completely.
What steps are you taking to make sure it doesn't
I'm
happen
so
a
here
third
for
time?
this.
Oh, Lauren can fuck off.
Yeah, she can. That's fair.
Fucking
Face.
Oh,
delusional.
Get out of there, J
Fuck
Gal.
off! I'm
Out,
not here all
whore.
day doing this. I've got nothing better to do.
Out, whore.
Bitch.
I'll just take her notable away so she can't reach it.
I literally have nothing better to do.
Okay. Do you have an answer to
Ugh.
Jay Stock's question?
That was a question for you, Kelly. Holy shit.
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you have an answer to Jay
She's
Stock's
done
question?
talking to you, bro.
What did
She's
you
done
say?
talking.
I said you've now had this same thing
Kelly,
happen
is this man
where
bothering you?
Apparently, you've missed
Yeah,
some
twice,
social
and
cue.
they were different situations. And I'm autistic. I'm going to continue to miss some social cues. I will remember
Okay.
these ones, but I can't promise there won't be some other new ones we find. Like
Okay.
I said, I will always now give context to
So,
things.
Kelly,
It may
you're
or
going.
may
No,
not fix
no.
things, but
You're
I will
misunderstanding,
do my
Kelly.
best.
You miss social cues. You've admitted you miss social cues because you're autistic. What steps are you taking to make sure that this autism and missing of social cues doesn't cause you to like upset the people you consider friends? Are you taking steps to change this? Are you taking any steps at all? Have you even considered taking steps to try to change this?
I'm sorry, what steps are these, genius?
I'm
Stop being
listen.
autistic.
Listen,
Wait, I just.
Yeah,
Relly-
you said
Relly
talk
gave
to
you
other
some.
people. I've already said that. That's fine.
so
I should do that.
that's not even. We're not even there yet. We're not even there yet where we could give actual specific steps. We need you. One, you've acknowledged the problem, okay? But two, are you doing anything to fix it, or are you just going to forever go, I'm autistic, you're just gonna have to deal with me blowing you up sometimes?
I just said I would do those things.
No, you said
I
you
can
would. You said
speak
in
to
this one
people,
specific situation. Okay.
and I can give context. Well, how am I
It
supposed to
sounded like
predict
you.
what's going to
No,
happen
it sounded
in the
like
future?
it sounded. You don't have to predict it. You just have to know. Hey, I'm reading what somebody said to me. Other people are saying I'm wrong on my read, but I'm still gonna like. Should I go and like blow this up publicly? Maybe not.
I didn't fucking do that like it was a considered thought. I said I was angry. Jesus, it was an emotional reaction. Like,
Alright.
that's not fair, is it?
Well,
It's
I
like he can have an emotional
will.
reaction where he insults me like fuckery, but if I have an emotional reaction after being irritated and upset for various reasons beforehand,
Yeah, she
I
should
am
not be
the
listening to this at
autistic
this
not
point.
reading social
it's time to
cues
log off.
retard.
It's time to stop.
Is
paying
that what
attention to
happened?
users.
Wait, is that what happened?
no, I'm saying that's how it feels, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, is that what happened though? I had an emotional reaction, then you had an emotional reaction, and people are mad at your emotional reaction, but not my emotional reaction. Is that what happened?
Saying that's how it feels.
Okay.
I'm not saying that aligns perfectly with reality, but yeah, it does.
Well, it doesn't
just
align. It's
feels
completely
like my emotional
hallucinatory.
reactions are worse.
That's correct, because you said something publicly that wasn't really true.
So how Kelly's gonna
What
feel
did
now?
you mean by calling me unfuckable, by the way, since we're here?
Okay.
Yeah, what did you mean, Destiny?
I don't know. I just rattled a bunch of stuff that I thought bothered you. I think I called you unfuckable, an alcoholic, and I called you a loser for staying awake too late. So it's basically everything I thought that would make you upset is basically what I said. I think it's like 4 or 5 other insults too.
Yeah, so it's like the purpose
I
of
think
making
there were
me
like 4 or
upset.
5 others.
Yep.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah. What does
so
the
I
what's
was
the
upset.
meaning of insult? So what would upset you about? What would upset her about it, Destiny? What was the upsetting part of the insult? There's still a meaning to it, isn't there? Because what's upsetting her? What would be the what does that play on? That's what's being asked, Destiny. Is I find it funny how Kelly is being branded manipulative in this conversation, yet when asked, what did you mean by that? He doesn't answer the question. He instead answers a different question, which is, what was your intention? Not, what was the meaning? It's not the question that's being answered. He's answering, what was the intention? Not what's the meaning. The meaning of unfuckable is Gay calling her ugly and below his standards, and also possibly playing on her medical issues. Like, that's what it means. That's different to the intention. His intention was to hurt her. Yet Kelly's a manipulative one. Okay, dude. All right. Okay.
Yep.
And then it continued, me being upset, and then I was stupid.
What a piece
Is it really
of shit.
surprising I was stupid when I was upset and you did nothing to do about it?
Well, the difference is that
You didn't give two shits I was upset. You did it intentionally, then ignored my message, and then you're like, oh, Kelly, she said some shit. It's like, yeah, I was fucking pissed.
Is that why I'm mad? Because you said some shit?
I felt like it was true.
Wait, were you not mad when you watched the streamable?
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought you were mad and typing DGG chat.
Unfuckable doesn't mean ugly. I think he's referring to her negative personality. I'm sorry. You are a retard. You are a retard. Anytime people are talking about whether they would fuck someone, they are talking about the appearance, unless explicitly stated otherwise. That is how we talk about those things. Absolutely, 100%. You're a fucking idiot. In fact, I'm just going to ban you because you are just autistic. You just have autism.
I was
deleted
mad.
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, when have I ever said I wasn't mad? Why was I
You
mad?
asked. Kelly, he's asking you.
That's why I don't trust any of you. Like, this is so simple.
I can lay out exactly why you're mad now. I can lay out exactly why you're mad now,
Oh.
but you're not asking me.
Sure,
Yeah, I
okay.
thought you were
I don't think
asking
any of this is
Kelly.
very complicated. I think it's super simple. This is a very, very simple thing.
Kelly?
I was honestly like, my thought process at the time, aside from being mad, is that I don't want that rumor going around.
There is more to sex than the physical.
It wasn't really thinking about your feelings because I didn't
don't want
really
what
consider
rumor?
your
The rumor that
feelings
you're
because...
the
Destiny's
rumor
a
that you're
big emotional sex guy, I'm
Fuck
sure.
all.
Yes,
So he puts himself across.
it's not unfuckable exactly. It's that you had turned me down and like
when did I
that
ever
would have
say
been a thing
anything
that
about that in
happened.
that conversation?
Because unfuckable would imply like some kind of rejection at some point. Not necessarily inherently, but there's an implication there. And because someone had said that in YouTube chat, like that I'd been...
The inherent implication to referring to someone as unfuckable is that you have not proposed them for sex, and should they propose you, you would refuse. That is what you're saying. But as far as we can infer, Destiny has tried to fuck Kelly, and she has refused. And it's a constant sticking point that she gets tarred with this brush, that she's one of the women that has fucked Destiny on the stream, when she's one of the few that hasn't. And she's frequently having to remind people that she does not fuck Destiny, she has not fucked Destiny. Because she's constantly being tarred with that. So when Destiny calls her unfuckable, yes, the implication is that they haven't fucked because he doesn't want to.
Rejected by being unfuckable. I got triggered. Because I was like, yeah, I want to make it clear
whatever
that this
YouTube
is not
chatters.
the case.
Just to be clear, you're projecting whatever YouTube chatter said in our private conversation that was never said.
I mean, you can say I was projecting if you want. Like, it's like...
Well, that's
it
by
was
definition.
clearly
That's what
not-
happened. I never said in that chat, like, oh, I would never fuck you, or oh, I turned you down. Like, when I said you were an alcoholic, am I implying that, like, you beat me when I was a child, or that you stole all my wine? What do you mean?
No, you're implying her
The
inability to follow
implication-
arguments is because she's drunk.
I don't even think it was that. I think I was just like, I think I literally just rattled off a ton of shit that I knew would bother her. I'm pretty sure that was literally what happened.
Yeah.
Well, you used the alcoholic one
listen, when
before.
you do that to people, you got to be ready for them to basically explode. No, if I'm just gonna take every insecurity you have and lay it out,
I'm just gonna verbally abuse you for a few minutes, and I'm just expecting you to not have any response to it. Just be a punching bag for me. I'm just gonna lash out at you real quick. What?
Yeah, so explode. I don't care. That's fine. Go for it. I wouldn't.
But what? But you didn't care. You said you
did
cared.
care though. You did care.
Oh my.
You're gonna say, "Oh well, I didn't care for that reason." Well,
dude, what
guess
a woman!
She exploded.
What a pathetic woman, dude. Oh my god. Huh. Sigh. Dude, that is some of the most wretched, estrogenic behavior I've seen. That's just insane.
It was unpredictable, and it went in a way you don't like.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine that he cares. It's just like, I feel like it's also fine that I cared about that thing. I didn't want that rumor to be. I shouldn't have said it the way I did. I shouldn't have said
No, you're
anything
right.
else.
You're right, dude. This is like listening. Dude, this is actually like listening to every terrible woman I've ever met. Holy fuck! It's crazy saying this from a guy from Destiny, bro. What the fuck?
No, I shouldn't have said a lot of what I said anyway, because it was too far. I should have just kept it to myself, waited till I was like not pissed off, and then had like a proper conversation about it. But I was angry, so it all came out like dog shit. But it was genuinely a thing I don't like. This was something I was going to end up speaking about eventually.
Yeah, he's untouchable. Also, an abused puppy. Yeah.
Okay. And part of the thing that I was talking about is that I feel like it would have lightened the blow if you talked to some people that you relied on, maybe JSTLK, to be able to communicate to you that he probably didn't have much more stink on the unfuckable comment than just like random insults that he thought would probably jab you.
Yeah, but the thing is, why would you think that something jabs you unless there's like either some kind of truth or insecurity behind it, right? Because then you're saying that I know that the insult will hurt because there's something more to it than just being a random word.
Can I think this will actually be true. I think Destiny will agree to this. Destiny, if she said I was intentionally leaning into that sexual predator rumor or whatever, she said she was intentionally doing that to upset you, you'd actually be fine with that, wouldn't you?
Why did he ask this leading question? Because obviously Destiny's going to take the out here. Because this helps him preserve his ego. If he says, oh, well, I'll be fine with it if he owned it, that's a way of him still being upset while preserving his ego. He's just throwing him a massive rope here. This is so retarded.
That sounds worse. Isn't it worse?
Well, like if she just came in and she was like, yeah, I leaned into that just to piss you off.
That sounds really shitty.
Right? I think you actually would have been fine with that.
Yeah, fuck it. I'd say fucking base. Yeah, fuck it, sure. Fucking A, dude. Yeah, I'd say
this is just the easiest rope out to still be upset while maintaining his ego. It's so fucking weak.
That'll... Oh, I give up. I don't understand humans anymore.
This is a clown show. What the hell is this?
You're right.
No, because at least we got all our cards on the table rather than Kelly shitting in my mouth and telling me it's chocolate ice cream. I'd respect that, sure.
Ain't no motherfucking way, bro. Look, JSTLK has really good social fucking understanding. Look at that. You read the fuck out of Steven. Come on.
I think, yeah, this, the weird thing is, like, I think we had this solved, but it's Kelly's inability to just, sorry, Kelly, but it's Kelly's inability to just, like, let, what is it, sleeping dogs lie? Like, just, like, to basically go, like, I had some culpability here and then move on. And it's like, anytime you're like slightly, when you're like 1% off of this, like what you think the situation is, Kelly, when somebody says something that's 1% off, you'll like litigate that 1% to death, even though there's no advantage to be gained.
Yeah.
Wait, how? I don't understand how this was Kelly's fault. How has any of this been Kelly's fault?
I can safely say I wasn't really thinking about Destiny at all when I was angry and just saying shit. Like, not about his feelings or what he thinks. I was just saying it because I don't want people saying that about me.
Oh, he's saying that she was because she's ruminating on the comment that Destiny made. I mean, I can kind of see that she does have culpability in that part, 100%. Yeah, that is her. It's her fault that she was ruminating on that comment and spurred out a commenter that didn't even know about it. That is her fault. Yes, that part is her fault.
And it's just.
If that's what he's referring to, I'm assuming.
The stuff that Destiny memes on me when it comes to like insults or just even the memes that aren't really like super insulting, they wear very thin sometimes. And it gets a bit tiring when see that it's like these types of things where it's just I find it completely like unbelievable when he says, "Oh, you're a queen," and like people care about what you think. I don't see that like ever. And I would say that if someone was saying that, they're like delusional. And I would think that if I thought that, I'm delusional. So it's just I'm like lost. It's like I'll even have like forethought say, "Oh, you think anyone cares about anything you say?" Like it's like these people tell this me all the time. Like fucking what am I supposed to think, bro? Like you're trying to like say, "Oh, you should have social skills," in the most like socially skilled demented like sphere there is. It's like trying to like, you know, like the lasers where you're like trying to like bend under them. It's just like...
Well, I don't know. Maybe people will cook me for this. I think this is actually a fairly socially aware community. I think the issue is that we tend to not care about making fun of people.
Sorry, isn't like 70% of DGG when they polled it was 70% polled as virgins, right? All right, dude. All right, dude.
People are being rude.
I don't even think that's true because I've like seen different groups of people like disagree on the same thing. Like there were like a bunch of people disagreeing or agreeing as to whether people asking Kelly to do the voice was just mocking her or because they actually wanted to hear the voice. Like they...
You pulled up the stats today. What were they? Remind me, Stylo.
didn't know. Like they were arguing amongst themselves.
I feel like it's pretty low stakes. Usually when I'm like kind of what I'm referring to is like information about like very serious topics where like reading like good social cues and understanding how social dynamics work is really important. Like in the cases of sexual misconduct, it seems like there's a lot of people who have pretty good social understandings for situations like that. Like just being able to understand, hey, somebody might be worried if you're doing X and Y and Z, and might be uncomfortable if you're doing X and Y and Z. But when it comes
obviously,
to like
if I knew
dogpiling
that
and
was
shit,
the topic of conversation, I would have taken it way more seriously. Like, and not like said something that was flippant that would have annoyed Disney in the first place. Like, I just obviously didn't get that vibe. It was probably because I'd been in the kitchen. I don't know. It doesn't like I'm just gonna like next time like August tries to stir shit, I'm just gonna leave. He can get fucked.
well, okay, so I'm curious, do you actually think that you're autistic or have some kind of significant problems with reading social cues?
I mean, I am autistic ADHD.
Or you're actually diagnosed with autism?
Oh, the offline DGG stats here. Okay. So demographics, age, years, average of 24. So 24, 25. Male 96%, virgin 43%, residents own 13, live with parents 41, rent 46. Okay, fair enough. Neat status in education 40%, employment 50%, neat 11. Older users have a lower chance of being a virgin. I mean, that makes sense. Residents, homeowners fuck more. Well, yeah. Employment, working people fuck more. Well, yeah. People in school are more likely to be virgins than neats. There was one AFAB who participated in this survey. So, wait, this isn't 96%. This is 99.9999999%. Actually, isn't it? Unless one is 4%. Because that's not... That says male. How many responders were there? It doesn't say the sample size, does it? That was you, Spud Gun. Bottom. Oh, 109. So wait, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Come on, you said male. Say man. Men. That doesn't make any sense. Say, come on, it says male. No, you were all male except for one of you. Jesus.
Autism?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, do you...
It was
think
between
that is...
OCPD and autism, and that's what my psychiatrist decided.
Okay. Well, do you see
OCPD
that...
is not OCPD is not.
Do you
like
believe that has a
OCD.
significant hindrance when it comes to your understanding of social situations?
Yes, somewhat. But the thing is,
Okay.
like, this is very
Well-
difficult. I feel like, because I've seen other people. Okay, like this. You got to keep in mind, this is a community where people are falling out all of the time, right? It's not
Yes.
like our Kelly Jean, the only one that's ever had a oopsie social moment here.
I'm not trying
It's
to
really
imply that.
complex. And the addition to a lot of other people that are also having issues with it, plus a very caustic community, plus, you know,
Okay.
like weird influences from outside. It's just like, it's a lot.
Sure. So, if you recognize those things to be true, what are you doing about it? Like
What do you mean? What is she doing about it? The owner should be on Destiny here to fucking be a bit more tolerant of people not playing the exact right Discord political games that he wants them to play. It's not on Kelly to know that she shouldn't be in spicy chat if she doesn't want to have Destiny spurg the fuck out and call her abusive, manipulative narcissist. It's not on her to know that.
How are you going about solving that problem?
That's insane. Oh man.
At least when it comes to like your interactions with your
If people ask me to
public-facing
do
persona.
specific things, I can do them. So, like, I can respect people's requests, and usually, especially if I've upset them, and especially if I didn't mean to, and they genuinely upset, I've just immediately apologized as well. Like, I can do some things, but
Well, I'm
like,
not
it's
asking
like a bit
if you
limited. Like, I don't.
can do things. I'm saying like you've identified a problem that you have in your social capabilities. How are you solving that problem?
Well, like
Or
you
dealing
okay,
with
you
it?
can use the frameworks as you say. You can use like fallback options to things. You can know when something's going to be a problem and avoid it. But although
Yep.
in this case the issue was me being upset and more than
Well,
anything else, right? Because when you're angry or upset, you're just
n-
like fucking everything goes out the window.
no, that's not true. Just first of all, okay, because you
I
can be
know. I
upset.
feel that that's true for a lot of people. Like,
Well, that's
when you're upset, you're
ah,
just like a. Well, for me especially, I think
well,
it's true.
if you're
Probably
upset, that doesn't remove
retarded.
accountability for what you do
No,
while you're
no. So
upset.
clearly, I'm here taking accountability. I have apologized for some things. I've said I will do some other things, but it's like
Well, what you
nobody's
just said is
apologized for me
removing
for insulting
accountability from you
me,
while you're
huh?
upset. What you just said is removing accountability from you when you're upset, because my comment was regarding how you act even while you're upset is a very
No,
defining
I'm just
characteristic
being
of a
realistic. Like, I can
Okay.
say I can
And
try, but like, there are
well,
certain
what are
things you
you
can
trying?
do. What, like right now? Like, what do you mean?
Not just
What
like
am I
what is,
supposed to
I
do?
gave
What do
you
you
a
think
very
relevant I can
actionable.
do right now?
I just told you I gave you a very actionable step. JSTOK,
Wait, what
reliable.
was it?
JSTOK, reliable when it comes to understanding social dynamics.
Oh
Why
yeah,
not
I can
reference
talk
him
to
when
other
you're
people. Again, that's fine. I never
okay? So
disagreed with this.
you're gonna that's gonna be your step when you feel like somebody was like really weird and kind of saying something kind of out of pocket, out of left field or something. You might reference somebody like JSTLK to be able
Yeah.
to see if you have a good read on it.
Normally, I don't put this much effort into it because either I directly talk to the person, but in this case, Destiny's been ignoring me for a while, or I just don't at all. Because I don't necessarily want to be that kind of person that's talking about all of these things to other people and it's gossipy, or the other person is like, oh, I'm super well-meaning, I want to get involved and then like help fix this, and then they make it worse. And but
Yeah, this
obviously
is a
there
part
are
of the process of
people
finding
that
somebody that you rely on to.
yeah, I mean there are
aren't going to
people
do
that
these things.
won't do that or make a big deal of it, maybe. But it's hard
Well,
because I
and
don't care that much. So I'm like, I don't feel like talking to a bunch of people about this stupid ass shit, and then I get lazy, I suppose.
okay, if you don't care about it that much, then I'm not sure you have much of a position to care about it when it
No, like I
blows
can
up in your
force
face.
myself if there's like situations where this happens. It's like it's fine, but it's just like
Like
I
I
don't
can't
know.
recognize I have a social issue and then not take certain stuff. Like you don't have to take that step, but you don't not take specific steps to be able to alleviate that problem. And then once it blows up in my face, go like, oh, there's nothing I could have done. No, I just didn't want to take those steps
No,
that
I
were
never said there
actionable.
was nothing I could do.
Okay, I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like I also I
The issue
feel
is
kind
that she sort of accepted it in this conversation because she's been pushed into it. That something bad even happened, but I just don't see that it did.
resentful that
I
someone's
spurred out that comment, but I don't think it was. Like, I guess but what is the steps to take there? Don't spurg out. Don't get one UI by chat as much. Okay, cool. She knows it now. Okay, so why are you still lecturing?
this is being put on me, I suppose.
Well, I mean, maybe if I was inside of the chat and I saw the manner in which Destiny had insulted you, maybe I would be giving him some criticism. I don't know, but I wasn't present.
Oh man, what's this Addy message? We dress diffy and look diffy and sound diffy. JSTLK thinks he different and cute. His voice and whole wannabe lady man king persona is cringe. JSTLK got Botox on. It's freaking awesome, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool, dude. I love that, man.
Yeah, I suppose.
I will say also, when I told Destiny, like, obviously if you insult somebody and you try as hard to make them upset with you as you possibly can, then you can't be shocked when they explode. Destiny basically, he argued for like 2 seconds and then was like, you know what? Okay. So that's like a big difference, right? That you're gonna push back on basically everything we put on you, and then Destiny was like, oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
At least
Also,
that was my
I'm not even
interpretation.
someone that explodes very often. Like, how long have I been around and I've not like gone fucking exploding
But yeah, but
before?
these people are retarded. Destiny, it goes, oh yeah, I guess. But he just sort of like, it's just a way of diffusing and hand waving the criticism. He's not really. Oh man, he's not really engaging with it in any meaningful way.
Like, it's
Well, it depends on what you define as exploding, right?
yeah, I mean, some of the stuff I said yesterday was whatever day it was, fucking lost fucking time. It was some of it I'd regret saying, and I said sorry for those things.
I'll also say that I think probably in a vacuum, what you said yesterday wasn't really all that bad. It's just bad when it's coming on the back of obviously
Destiny,
the argument
if you're
about
gonna say that shit in
Lav.
chat, mate, like say it in voice.
Sorry, hold
I've
on.
said it
let's
a
see.
million times in voice. You don't
But
take
the
accountability for literally anything.
argument
you do.
between-
I have.
Oh
I
my
said
God.
sorry
Literally
for
didn't.
some
No,
of it,
you have
and I
no.
said I will
You say
change
sorry and
X,
then
Y,
you
and
qualify
Z.
for everything. Oh, I'm sorry, but how could I ever possibly know that? Oh, well, I'm sorry, I guess, but who would have known that? Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry for getting mad.
No, that's
Like, you
not
don't
what
take
I
accountability
said.
for it.
Bro, this is
That's the only
kind
thing
he's
he
doing
said.
like the woman
I
voice,
don't.
but that's how
I
he
said
sounded
some
the
of the
entire
stuff I said was
conversation.
too far, and I said I am sorry for that. Literally, I said that to you in call on your stream. Like, you've never apologized for your fucking insults, mate. Like,
I literally said it was unhinged. Yeah, I said, yeah. I
yeah,
said
that,
my
where
insults were
was
unhinged.
the sorry?
I don't get to say sorry. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah,
I'm probably going to go unhinged
exactly.
and insult you again. You trigger the fuck out of me.
All right. Can you understand when you respond with things like that? It's a little bit hard for me to be like, oh, I'm groveling at your feet now.
When the fuck have I ever asked you to grovel? You're doing the thing
The
again.
whole
You refuse
conversation.
accountability by hyperbolizing every request anybody
What
makes. Nobody's asked you to
accountability
grovel.
do you want me to take
Bruh.
that you think I haven't taken?
Just acknowledge what you did. And yeah, that's really it. That's all I care. At least be honest about it.
What do you think I haven't acknowledged?
Yeah. What?
Like, which bit?
The part where I fucked your mom 20
Oh, okay,
hours
nice
in a
one. So
row,
no response.
nonstop, 15 loads.
You've got to get a better
Every
joke.
single
You've got
hole.
to.
Dude,
Like, saying that you need to cut me out of all people. What have I ever fucking done to you, mate?
it's insane.
This
Like,
merry-go-round of lack of accountability is one of the most toxic behaviors that a person
What she?
can exhibit.
How is no one calling this out? He had no answer.
What do I need? You like, I asked you, what do you want me to take
Yes.
accountability
Irrelevant
for?
literally
can't
walked you
give
through a
me
whole
an
thing
answer.
before, and you went through like a 12-minute conversation to prove that there is literally not a single thing that you can possibly do to change
That's
your
not
behavior.
true. I
That's
agreed
not.
with him
That's
on
not
some things.
acknowledging
Yes,
the
I
issue. She said that yes, if she had more people she could talk to, that would help it. Stop.
can talk to some people about it. Yes, I can also, like, you want
No,
me to
you
give
literally.
context for things,
Okay,
I'll do that.
I missed it. I'm sorry, I missed that part. I only heard you saying like, no, there's not a single person here I can trust. No,
He was
even
even
just feels wrong
listening.
on things. No, nobody in here is trustworthy. That's what I heard. But maybe I.
No, I
maybe
gave 3 people that I think are trustworthy.
This is
and
nuts,
I
Who were those
speak
people?
to Joe,
Ryan there?
Erin, Lycan.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. Nobody pays attention to half of the things I say anyway.
Wait, hold on.
After
Okay,
the
so
12-minute like merry-go-round of like talking about how there's not a single person you could trust in here ever.
no,
Oh,
and
like,
after,
coming from you don't trust anyone either. That's why you need to cut all of us out, all right? So we're just the same. Shut up.
First of all, who said I don't trust anybody?
You
ever.
don't trust many people Clearly.
I don't trust
That's why you're
many
losing
people.
your
There's plenty of
mind,
people I
people
trust.
being
You
in
just don't know
spicy
about them
chat.
because most of them aren't involved in the fucking streamer world anymore. Because I learned that fucking mistake. Holy shit. Number one.
I streamed. I just
What?
sit in here and scream at people.
That's fine. You're an e-person.
Fucking, I've met you in person multiple times, and I like to think I was a pretty decent friend.
Dude, this is like so wretched.
Like, I haven't done shit.
So
imagine treating people
Like,
dude.
if I wanted to be cruel, I could easily do that. I'm not that kind of a person.
So
she's like
an issue
begging.
that I had was
This is so
after you
ill.
gave those 3 people, you also tacked on that when you get angry, there's not really much to be done.
I think it's not much to be done. That's not fair. It's more like
I can't get it. I don't know what the defense of this is. I
think that one of the most defining characteristics of a person is what
it's just
do
raking
when
over the
upset or they
coals.
feel slighted.
Okay, well, when he gets slighted, he insults me like an insane person. You gonna criticize him then?
Yeah.
All right,
do
we're
it,
both
but you
insane.
haven't.
We are the same people. We don't trust anyone, and we're just like fucking screaming at each other.
Wait, just because you both insult people does not mean you insult people the same way. And for the same reasons.
Huh? So are you saying that Kelly does it in a way that's worse somehow? Please explain that, really. Please.
Oh, God. So
this
the
is
way
just...
he insulted me was based and good, and the way I insulted was
I don't know the context. I wasn't there. I
That's
promise
exactly
you,
what
if
he
I
said.
was, I would be able to levy a stronger claim as to the positive or negative information of his actions. I wasn't there. If I condemned his actions right now, it would be dishonest. I don't know. I simply don't know.
I've said I can speak to some people if I need to, and I can also take into account things that people directly ask me for. If Destiny had said that he had any issues with any of the people, places, or whatever conversations I was talking about, he could have at any point told me, but didn't. All right, but if he had, then I would have taken, like, obviously avoided some of these things that are actually, like, problematic or harmful to him.
And
like, I can't do shit. People don't fucking talk to me.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, what's unreasonable for saying it?
I
didn't tell her you're not allowed to be in spicy chat if you're friends with me. He never said that to her.
Again, my issue is just that after you had responded positively with the individuals that you had mentioned, you seemed to kind of justify your actions by saying when you were angry, there's not really much to be done. Like, it's hats off.
I wasn't justifying it. Can I get just like a tiny crumb of charitability that people are cunts when they're angry? And I was validly angry, which is different, right?
I think you were validly angry, and I agree that
like nobody.
What about this is uncharitable?
Pissed off.
What about what I said was uncharitable?
Yeah, I'm trying to say that it's all justifiable because I'm angry. Obviously, I don't think that.
Do you agree
I just don't like talking about this anymore because it's just like constantly like needling me for like, oh, Kelly's not taking any accountability for anything. It's like, no, I am. Like, what more do people want me to take accountability for?
So the reason why it comes off as needling is okay. So the reason why I'm coming off as needling is because I feel like I'm trying to work with you on something that can help. It sounds like your problem, right? That you're having. And that you had that sparked this situation, and consistently I'm getting pushback and justifications for your actions, so I have to give counters to that, and it comes off as needling.
It's not justifications, okay? I'm just explaining some things, all right? I don't know. Am I not allowed to like explain anything? I have to like keep it all and be just nodding and be like, yeah, I'm just bad, blah blah.
I was about to say that unironically, that is how probably a more adult way of having this conversation would go. Yes, that hey, I fucked up, I did something wrong.
What? Just lay down and take it. But what did she do that was so wrong? Just reply to that one chat message, dude. What was Destiny's participation in this conversation supposed to look like? Dude, this guy's fucked in the head. What?
How do I go about handling this? Somebody suggests a way to go about handling it. Maybe you give feedback on why you don't.
Guys, save me from promoing and fill up the bars.
You
okay.
did some of that with saying I don't really have people that I know that are very reliable.
Let's go.
I gave you a couple of people that I thought were pretty reliable, and for your feedback to see if you found them reliable. You gave me some feedback there, and then you would just maybe come up with whether or not you thought it was a good idea or a bad idea off of that, and that conversation would probably end in maybe 4 minutes. Maybe.
This is
I mean, I did
turbo
give a few
autism.
people. I gave a few people, so why didn't the conversation just end?
The conversation didn't end because you further gave justifications for why your actions weren't that bad.
No, I never said nothing was that
He was
bad.
just
I just
explaining
said
it.
I
You
was
said
angry.
You said okay.
I never
You
said
you were-
anything wasn't that bad.
You
That's
said
not a
when-
thing I never ever said.
Okay, you said that when you got angry, there's not really much to be done. What does that imply?
It implies that she knows that
don't-
she needs
like,
to
this is
work on
really
her impulse
circular.
control when she's angry.
Did I say Lav? Did I ask for your opinion?
Like my emotional regulation
giving
is
it
maybe
to
not
you
the
anyway.
best when
I'm
I'm
the
pissed
queen
off.
of this
I don't
Discord.
get pissed off very often, but it happens. That doesn't mean I'm
You're-
justifying it, or it's
You
just
have
like giving some
turbo
insight.
autism, really. Like
Hammer Boy,
actually.
thank you for the
Yeah,
$20
that's
super chat.
so-
BB Poison, thank you for the 10 gifted.
So the issue
What do
is
we
that
know?
if you when I'm trying to give you feedback on, hey, when you're upset, when this is happening, this is probably a good action to take, and your response is, well, when I'm angry, hats off. Is that not removing accountability from
What
you
do
when
you
you're
mean
angry?
that?
Well, how Kelly, you got to take your own advice. I can't know unless
I've
you
already
tell
said
me.
I will just fucking talk to some other people, okay? Can we just stop? Like, unless you have
Also,
something
why aren't
actually
you doing this
extra
with
to add.
Steven? Why,
Because
Because
I
it's
don't
getting
know the
boring and
context of his
circular.
actions.
You were
Yes,
If I
the
was
only
present,
action
then
you've
I
given
would.
me is
What? If you don't know the context, you don't know the full situation, then why are you giving so much fucking advice about it? Dude, this is just like nuts. Dude, I'm losing my mind. I can't watch this much longer. Fuck me.
to talk to other people. I've said, yeah, good idea, cool, thumbs up. Can we, like, if you have something else to give, okay. But, like, let's not loop, because I'm gonna get pissed.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
It's like slowly losing my fucking mind.
Giga-based? Okay. Well, what else we got in the docket, huh? Mr. Jizz?
Is this where it moves on to
Somehow all
Lav?
my alerts are showing up
No,
way off
Jax.
center.
Because I'm not going to watch
I
all
don't
the
know what's
live
going
stuff
on.
tonight. I'm
Mr.
getting for that.
Bizarre.
Brother Jizz.
Brother
Brother
Jizz.
Jizz.
What do we got?
I've got a couple more minutes.
What else do we got? I
Skip
don't
through.
know. What else?
Like,
Don't know who's ever coming in. Letters from Bobby Johnson. Oh, I laughed at the Brother Jizz comment.
To anybody else. And there are so many
Really?
more insane people in this
Wait,
community
you don't
than me.
listen. I
Nope,
hate
she's
Lav,
right.
but
She's
there
the
is
only one.
literally another person in this call.
Yeah,
who
you're
also
actually
gets-
you actually have a mental illness if you think that lab derangement syndrome isn't like
No,
80%
it's
of the fucking
completely
toxicity in the server.
different, Lav.
No,
They
hold on.
just call you insane and insults. They don't try to fix you
No,
or help
they
you.
no they
They don't
Yeah, the advice giving shit is fucking demented, dude. Honestly.
go through
pathologize my
hours
every
of
behavior.
anything. Yeah, but it's all just negative, evil insults. It like
No,
evil
it's
insults.
also like no, it's everything about me. It's every single thing about me.
just on,
These people-
and I mean,
These people are fat losers. They've
The concern troll advice giving bullshit is actually demonic. No, I heard the in-depth description of Lav and Destiny sexual encounter last night. Trust me, I already heard it. It's fucking disgusting. If we run out of content tomorrow, I'll cover it. I'm starving hungry. I want to get off soon. It's been a long stream for me.
nothing better to do.
When
They're
have we ever spent
underemployed.
like an hour trying to talk you around from off the cliff like
Are
this?
you
I don't know, maybe
serious?
no.
Yeah, they both each one of them gave a play-by-play of their recollection of the time that Destiny ate her out. It was fucking rancid. It went on for like 30 minutes. It was awful. They kept arguing about the details.
There
What do you
ain't no
mean? We just get,
motherfucking
like,
way,
she just gets
bro.
insulted and like dogpiled and shit.
No,
Like,
yeah,
when has
no,
anyone
yeah,
ever
I'm
actually
telling you
tried to
right now,
help?
and I'm sorry if it's a little bit of leakage, but Lav was just talking to me how she wasn't very happy that initially when we first started talking, there was a lot of me that wanted to change her behavior, and that is true. Like I was absolutely making calls for her to like change the way that she engages with other people and people on the stream as well. Not like just insulting like you dumb fucking bitch, but telling her like you should try to approach it this way or that way. You're definitely
Well, if
being a
you've
fucking...
spoken to her privately, it's like one thing.
I
don't know.
know if it was in private. I'm pretty sure it was like
No,
on
it's
stream.
I'm just
also
I'm just
that
referencing what I remember from the voice
Kelly,
chats.
you
If
have
I'm
very
wrong, then
high
fine.
agreeableness. You're very agreeable. You might
Oh yeah, this is where they start arguing about psych terms. Okay, yeah, I'm calling it here. That's enough of that. That is enough of that.